Shout out to everybody on the panel. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com. And yeah, that's what it is. And Real Game No Theory. Make sure you guys go there and check out everything. All right. So that's
all right, guys, T.D. Williams, over 30 years in the motherfucking game. I'm not a part of a manosphere pill and all that other goofy ass shit they doing. So let's get it, guys. I got a question. Put a Q in there. If y'all want to call in, y'all got the number. We're going to chop it up. Let's get into it right now, gentlemen. Okay, we're talking.
Look, real quick. So, holla at your boy KZaggin20 on the YouTube front. Also on the gram at KZaggin20. Also, every Saturday at noon, the Manhood is a skill set show. Come fuck with your.
But my name is Mr. 1950. You know, I'm preparing you to prepare your woman to be a woman. Be a woman in your life. I am the last traditional man on the planet, and all I want to do is help you out. You can definitely contact me, Mr1950.com, Mr1950 YouTube, Silverback Lifestyle, Instagram. Just follow me, man. I mean, let's rock.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Shout out to the Bad Boy membership. Shout out to the Game Kings documentary. Respect to everybody on the panel. I really appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate being here with you guys. Let's spit this game because we know these guys need it.
you deal with ain't gonna be a one-night stand, or they ain't gonna be like on the first night. And that's understanding the game too, because if you out here doing your thing, you know it ain't gonna always happen that way. But a lot of times, and this is where we talk about, you guys gotta, use your resources to learn more game and understand this, is that when you're out here really dealing with women, right? You're going to experience certain things that's going to give you a whole new mindset of what it actually means to deal with women.
You bitch! Man, how you missed the opportunity, dog?
Yo, didn't she say that she wanted him to tell us the nasty shit?
She ready.
Oh my God, which means
He sounded like she wanted him to say some nasty shit.
He gotta call her back and tell her, look, so I've been doing this in the past for a long time. When you come over here, I need you to come over here and I need you to wear this. And you tell her what you want her to wear.
Yep.
And let her know when you get here, and ain't gonna be no talking. We're not talking. All we doing is enjoying each other. Mm.
It's like, why the fuck are y'all in these goddamn boyfriend-girlfriend relationships? What benefit is it bringing to you? Now, my thing is, like with the dude that was on earlier that had a chick living with him, she brought no value to that motherfucker. And all she cooked was some sloppy joe and some ramen noodles. So what he could do that by himself. What he need that bitch for?
Stop. You see what's happening right here? What's happening right here is you're letting your ego like fall in place with your dick. You can't do that. You have to separate that shit. You understand? Enjoy your time with these women and then leave it exactly where it is. Because
since the fall of the PUA community, community back in 2007, most PUAs ran underground because they had nothing to offer. The content creator has become the hero today, dedicated to one single objective: to declaw and defang any person who listens. They decided to join forces to create a cult, and never giving those who listen a solution. It's all about clothes, cars and money, deception and manipulation, indirect game, going your own way. They talk pills and plates. They complain, they blame. Fake it till you make it. I just don't get it. A man doesn't need to lie to meet women. He just needs to learn how to spit flavour in her eyes and in her ears. Thanos broke down the game when he said, as long as there are those who remember what was, there will always be those who cannot accept what can be. Even in darkness, a man can find light. Sometimes the world doesn't need a group of fake heroes teaching lies. Sometimes the world needs a group of anti-heroes to bring balance, order, and truth to the game. It's time to summon the authentic players of the game. Only one group dares to challenge this threat. Gathered together from the cosmic regions of the streets, these anti-villains are hated because they put all the accountability on the man. They know the game will never be about women. They fight for every young man who is trying to learn their family name. Dedicated to truth, keeping it real, and manhood. Get your notebooks out, ask questions, and call in. Don't just listen to the message, become the message.
All right, here in full effect. Here in full effect.
What up?
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, man? Let's get into it. Let's start with our dog Miles in the. Oh man, pop the shirt, Miles. Let him know what's up.
Well,
we can't hear you. Hold on, we can't hear you, Miles.
Yeah. Nah, I was putting it on.
You hear you, yeah.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
How did I mute? Because the shirt says it all. You feel me?
It says it all.
All right, y'all know what it is. K-Zag and 20. Good to be back amongst the fellas, the wolves. You know what I'm saying? So for all you that's in the chat, appreciate you guys, man. You could be anywhere else, but you fucking with us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you, Mr. Lucario, dapper and shit.
Nah, man. You know, I'm just doing me, man. But shout out to all y'all on the panel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to April MC, Unique 79, Joe Blast, all of the moderators, man. Let's get it, man. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Stevie D. Williams, man. Hey, we appreciate all you guys. You got a question? Put a Q in there. Call in because we chopping it up today. So let's get in. Let's get into it, man. We talking about how to manage this weird thing. See, this weird thing that those who have game have is a stable. So how do we manage stables, gentlemen? Let's talk it. Let's get it,
man. All right. Miles, I already see you ready about to go in.
The only thing I was gonna say is that managing the stable is just like you have to double down on what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm and because look, I have like the way I run my shit, and sometimes I'm not even aware because y'all know me, K-Zag can always put me out there.
We know you.
Mr. Rose Pebbles.
I'm a romantic type nigga. So sometimes for some reason I'll be thinking that these bitches give a fuck about me like that. I'll be waiting for them. I'll be waiting for them to call me to set up the date, and then I remember, oh shit, I'm leading the whole shit.
Right.
Yeah. These bitches is responding to my cues.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, no, they're not gonna suggest anything. Like only my main chick will probably suggest, oh hey, maybe we should go here on Friday, or maybe we should do this. But sometimes I'll be looking for that from my outdoor hoes, and I'm like, nah, they're not gonna do it. So I have to remember, look, if I want to do so, if I want to see them this week, then I got to be the one to, you know what I'm saying? I got to be the one to actually hit them up, be like, yo, I'm trying to do this. What's good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, and I think a lot of guys, like we kind of forget how much we are in the lead, especially when you have a group of chicks that's fucking with you. But it's like, listen, they're only going to respond to what you put out there. You understand what I'm saying? Like literally. Like I saw this chick I hung out with this chick last night that I haven't seen in like 3 fucking weeks. And it was really because I forgot about her.
Play your problems.
While we're on the fucking date, she's like, well, you've been missing in action. Where you been? What's going on? And I looked at the text, and the last text I told her, between me and her was, look, let me know your availability.
Right.
Hit me back. So even with that, it was still up to me to say, because okay, that was the last text, and then so she has this thing where she calls herself the head mistress. Yeah,
the head one, right?
So I texted her. I said, "Yo, I need to see the head mistress."
Right.
You know what evenings are you free? And she was like, "Oh, well, I'm free. I'm free tonight after 9:30." And I said, "All right, cool. Meet me here. No, I'm free tonight after 9." I said, "All right, cool. Meet me here at 9:30." You understand what I'm saying? And I got my appointment with the head mistress, but again, that it was all on me. You understand? It was all like, I gotta be the one to say, look, this is what I want. Meet me here. We're gonna set this up. You know, I need to see the head mistress. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I need my dick sucked. I need this. Like, but as soon as I say it, they fall in line. But it's like that. It's that leadership that they're waiting to respond to. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that. Go ahead.
I mean, my man K Zagging, he in the military. He know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not really responding. You're not really moving until the captain or until the, you know what I'm saying? Until the general or the colonel say some shit to you. Like, yo, private, I need you to, you know what I'm saying? Fall in line and do this and do that. And it's like, but again, that's where it's at. You really have to double down on, because see, look, here's the thing, bro. You know, we tell y'all niggas all the time. A lot of y'all niggas say y'all want stables. A lot of y'all niggas want a harem. A lot of y'all say y'all want even just one girlfriend. And the truth of the matter is y'all not ready, because the type of leadership it requires is like,
yes,
it's on another level. You understand? Because these chicks are not looking out for you.
Right.
Like you got to be the one to let them know what you want, and then they'll fall in line. You feel me?
Well, let me say this, right? Because what a lot of guys don't understand, and Miles, you alluded to it earlier, these guys can't even manage one girl. You know what I'm saying? And because you're dealing, what guys have to understand, you have to be the consistent one in a sea of inconsistent women. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, Miles, you know, they're not hitting you up, so they're inconsistent with their communication. So you still have to be able to be consistent with what you're doing, so that way you can effectively lead and deal with all these women. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but you got to deal with multiple emotions. You got to deal with their emotions. You got to deal with chicks wanting to see you, and you can't see them. Right. You got to kind of juggle chicks here and put them there and put them there. And there's going to be chicks that ain't happy because they feel like they ain't getting they feel a dick. You know what I'm saying? They want to see you. They want to get that. And you're like, nah, not tonight. And they begging you, please, come on. I'm like, no, girl, not tonight. So you got to manage those emotions while keeping your emotions intact and not allowing you to get, bogged down with her emotions, because you'll have guys that want to argue with these chicks. Okay, you can't manage a stable if you're arguing with these females. You go ahead and you just tell them what it is, and however they're gonna act. You can't help how they're gonna act, but you can help how you respond to how they act. You know what I'm saying? And keeping your emotions in check. And it takes discipline, bro.
I want to add something. I want to add something to it too, because a lot of times we have a I would say maybe a double mind, or maybe we do one thing but we think something different. Because like I said in the beginning, I was like, sometimes I'm thinking, hey, maybe one of these chicks will hit me up and suggest some place to go or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. But check it out. I'm not even remembering my own leadership, because I already put it in place that I got other broads, and y'all not supposed to call or text me like that.
Right. Yeah.
But sometimes I'm still like, damn, how come I don't hear from these hoes? But that's literally because of the way I already set the game up. So I'm not even remembering the rules that I put in place.
Yeah, but Zach, you say manage women. They can't even manage their life. What you mean? Women, they can't even manage their life, man. You gotta have an understanding. They gotta understand that they gotta follow the rules and know what role they're in, and understand that at any time they can be replaced. But these are things they're gonna have to accept, because you're not gonna get all of me. You get a part of me. You get a piece of me. But like I always tell people, like in those cereal commercials, one bowl of me equals like 20, 30 of them motherfucking dudes. So you get a little bit of my time, you're good and everything. You know what I mean? But and I don't want people to think we treat them bad. I mean, they love. This is the weird thing about it. They love the roles that they play. Some of them love to cook. Some of them love to give back massages. Some of them just love just to sit around and shut the fuck up. Some of them love to buy you stuff. They love the roles that they're in. And guys, this is not a dictatorship. I want people, before I throw it to the other guys, this is not a dictatorship. We're saying to them, this is your role, and they accept it. We never say beg. We never say please. They want to be in these roles because they want us.
Right. That's facts. Right. That's a 1950. I think you go.
What up, 1950? What up?
Oh, you go ahead, 50. Give me a shout
out, man. I want to say, man, I want to go ahead and say, man, I'm a little bit of a dictator, man. But hey, so this is Mr. 1950, man. Last to this man on the panel, man. I appreciate being here with these great gentlemen. Fire game. I'm gonna give it a shout out to Lucario too, man. This cat, man, he's a worker, man. I watched a video, like not a video, a clip of what he was talking about on his Instagram. I commented, and he's like, he was saying like only players will understand this. Right. And he is on the fucking money, man. I wanted to give you a shout out for that, man, because you was spitting straight fire on that, and that's kind of like saying like what we talking about here too, man. You know what I mean? So. Man, you giving away too much free game, man, right there, man. But you need to start charging for your Instagram. Charging for your Instagram, bro. Exactly. So look, man, hey, I'm a little bit of a dictator. So I will say this, man. Like it's gotta be like you gotta understand the woman though that's coming into your presence though. You gotta understand that. And you gotta have a certain level of game in order to do that. So for me, I'll always, for some reason, and I'm going to say this, and I'm sure you men understand, but for some reason, all the women want to, they want to fall in line. You know what I mean? Like they kind of just want to do what I need them to do. You know what I mean? So you only want to deal with the women that you know that you can say things to and be a certain way to, because in that way, everybody will be happy. Because if not, there's going to be some disgruntled. There's going to be natural jealousy if when they know about each other. But the focus should always be on you instead of these other entities. And when you remove the focus from you, then you're allowing that, certain type of behavior that that's unacceptable in your stable. I'm not going to allow you to speak on this other woman because she's not your concern. Right. Your concern is me. And if you lose focus of me, that means you're not giving me everything that you're supposed to give me. So that's why I say I will throw that out there and let you men handle the rest.
Right. And I say this too. I think what it is when it comes to having a stable of chicks, they have to understand that there's positions, meaning that you have women who are like your main women, and then you have the rest of them. You understand what I'm saying? And so once they understand the situation and the position that they're in the situation, then that actually creates, where you're not really going to have too much like drama and a lot of nonsense and headaches and all that. Because the reason why a lot of dudes, when they start to deal with different women and they start to go through a lot of stuff and they get frustrated, is because they haven't created a situation where the women know that there's almost like a hierarchy to a certain extent. Like there's certain positions that, hey, listen, I just met you a week ago. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't have the same leeway and privileges as the woman I've been with for like 2, 3, 4 years. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's not what it is. And so the fact that she knows you have the other woman for 2, 3, 4 years, and she just came into the situation, right? The way that you set it up is that you need to let her know, okay, listen, this is what it is. This is the situation. I don't need you calling me every 5 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? I'll holler at you when I need to see you or what. You understand? So then as time goes on, if you're in a situation with this chick and let's say you move her up a notch, then that's a different story. And now she's earned that spot. But the problem is a lot of guys, they treat every woman, they'll treat the woman they just met like their wife, you understand? Mm-hmm. Or their girlfriend, you understand?
Which is a no-no.
Right, exactly. And it's like, bro, what are you doing? And then so she starts to feel entitled to your time, to your energy, to your affection, to your game. She starts to feel entitled to that. And that's why you have a lot of, and this is the fucked up part too. A lot of dudes who aren't really well versed in the game, they try to have a stable by lying to women. So that's gonna blow up in your face anyway. So, so the dude, he'll be messing with 3 or 4 girls, lying to all of them, pretending that all of them is the only one. And he's like, yo, why these girls stressing me out? It's like they're stressing you out because you're the one who created the stress. Mm-hmm. You're the one who made the situation to where they thought it was something it wasn't. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
And then complain about the time they always take. Go ahead, my family.
No, you can. One of the things in the description is no drama.
Right.
You can alleviate that by just being honest with these chicks, being transparent, and letting them know exactly where all of them stand. Right. Now, you're going to have some chicks, they're going to buck a little bit because they're really feeling you. Mm-hmm. And like you said, I don't know who said it, maybe it was 50, where you said there was always going to be some natural jealousy. Right. And it might not necessarily be that they're jealous of the woman, they're just jealous of what that woman is getting from you because they're not getting the same thing. It could be that. But what a lot of guys got to understand, when you that dude and you that thorough, women will rather have a piece of you than none of you at all, which is why a lot of them will still stick around. Right. Yep. And a lot of guys need to experience that. So that way you can understand the power of you. Right. You can understand just how important you are in any equation when you deal with women. I think a lot of guys, they spend so much time trying to keep a woman in place. You know what I'm saying? Happy that they actually relinquish their power. Right. And in that scenario, you're not managing the situation. The woman's actually managing you. You know what I'm saying? So I want guys to think about that shit.
Yo, case in point. I'm out with the broad last night. We chilling on a date. You know what she asked me? Because this is after she asked me the missing in action shit. Like, oh yeah, where you been? How you been? Blah blah blah. And then she says to me, she says, "So how's it going with your other women?" Right. And it's going great. And she's like, it's crazy because usually I don't like sharing like that. And I'm thinking to myself, like I give a fuck what you like, bitch. Like,
Miles, I got some exclusive audio of you last night.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch?
That was you.
All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Because you got to understand, like, he's saying this with a smile on her face, though.
Right.
You understand? Like, because exactly what K Zagan said, like, they know that they can only get a certain percentage of you, but they're happy with it.
Right.
Because, all right, she low key, because trust me, it wasn't an argument, my nigga. It was straight like a cool convo. She's like, I don't really share like that, but it is what it is, blah, 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 blah. Like just regular shit. And I'm like, yeah, it's going great with my other women. Like, it's been cool. I'm doing all right. How you been? And she was like, oh yeah, I just came from this, a speed dating event. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, that's cool. How did that go? She was like, these niggas out here ain't got nothing going on. Mind you, and she was like, oh, one of the guys was a doctor, another one was a software analyst, another one was an engineer, but I just wasn't attracted to none of them. And I'm thinking to myself, but you sitting here with me now, bitch, about to get fucked. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said their professions. Because guys think, oh, if you're this and you're that, you make, software engineer, they make runs of the 6 figures. So it just shows you a woman is saying, your money is not enough to keep me here.
Right.
I'm out of here because your personality, your behaviors, none of those things are attractive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not attracted to you. So I don't even want to deal with you, even though you got money. I know you do. You got a great career, but I don't even want to deal with you. So, and I want guys to understand because guys think, well, all women want money. Not like you think.
Right.
What women really want is a guy that they are physically and sexually attracted to who actually can stimulate them. You know what I'm saying? With conversation. You know what I'm saying? And that's when we talk about this, my mouthpiece and verbal game, we're talking about that. Those guys couldn't stimulate old girl. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing for her as far as their conversation and the way they behave. So that's why that shit is so important, and we push your behaviors as men. Think about that.
I was always wondering too on the speed dating, like I don't know how any men participate in that. Like you're just sitting there asking her likes and dislikes. I mean, what type of nigga is that? This is what I'm saying, dog. I don't give a F about that.
Right.
I will sit there and be quiet. You need to ask me everything you want to know about me and move on, bitch.
Yes.
Move on to the next. Yes. And if you like me, then
hurry up.
I'm not asking you your color and where you like to go. What are your hobbies? Man, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm gonna do what I want to do with you. So my hobbies is gonna be what you want to do.
Exactly.
Right. And you know, I was gonna say
we got polls whenever y'all ready. We got 2 polls whenever you're ready.
I want to say real quick before it gets to go is that I've always heard a lot of guys say they're like, oh, but how do you girls aren't going to go for that, and if you messing with this girl, she's going to not want you messing with that girl or whatever. Y'all got to understand something is that when a woman, this is why I said about having the different sections and hierarchies and stuff, is that what women really want is they want the attention from you that's not sexual more than the sexual attention. They still like the sex, but they want more of the non-sexual attention, meaning that they are going to say, okay, well, this is why a guy could just fuck a girl and go back to his girl and his girl won't trip, because she knows all the chick is getting is dick. You understand what I'm saying? And so even though dick is a gift, you feel what I'm saying?
Dick is a gift.
What happens is that
it's a gift
because the other girl is just getting a dick for a few minutes or whatever, but the main girl is getting more of the time and energy and everything. You understand what I'm saying? She understands that she's in a better position than the other girl. You see what I'm saying? But see, for a lot of guys, we always thinking in terms of sex. So we start to feel a certain type of way about sex just in general. So we're the ones putting sex on a pedestal. The woman doesn't. The woman actually puts more of your time, attention, and energy on a pedestal. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I said that you can't the new chick like the chick you've been with who's been putting in time and energy. But that's all I want to say about that.
It's a funny ass comment, man. This young lady, what is her name? Mackie the poet or whatever her name is. She's asking 50.
Oh,
well, how do you get to know a woman without asking questions?
Oh, okay. Easy. So what I do is I ask about the things that I need for you to do in my life. So I'm gonna ask you what type of skills you got in the kitchen, right? Do you take care of your responsibilities as a woman? You know what I mean? I mean, what is that back of that head like? And then I'm gonna ask a couple more questions. But to be honest with you, I ask things that I know that's part of my program to see if you fit it. Mm-hmm. Once that happens, then we can expand the conversations on some of the things that you may like. So that way, me and you can talk about how you're going to acquire them by being rewarded for them. You know what I mean? So you got to act right in order to get anything from Big Daddy. So
yeah, real quick before we answer the calls, just want to say this: it's not about what school you went to and your aspirations and what you're looking for, your last boyfriend, and what I don't know, all that shit. I'm just guessing, guys. Actually, that bullshit. I don't know, but for these men on this panel, it's about your behaviors. What do you bring into my world? What do you bring into my life? Because I'm going to bring you joy and happiness. And like we said before, we men on this panel, if you're dating or living with a guy or married with a guy, we're saving your marriage. We're saving your relationship. So we got to do a lot of work over here. So you just got to give us a little leeway and understand that we don't care about that bullshit that the guys on the other side of the street care about, man.
Right. Thanks. All right. Let's go to 407. 407, you're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. What's going on with you?
Hey, how's it going, panel? I just wanted to say thank you for having me on. And my question is about manhood. Should I have a goal to cultivate my own mindset?
No.
With my own standards, my own.
No.
like everything that's geared towards my own.
No.
I hope you understand what I'm saying.
I understand what you're calling. I understand what you're talking about. I'm gonna tell you why. No. I'm gonna tell you why you've already failed. You can't defeat this up in your head right now. You're too damn weak. You're too damn weak. So the way you've got to do it, like we always say, you got to go over there like turn on a light switch. Your thoughts have to line up with your behaviors. See, a lot of y'all guys want to say, well, I'm gonna change. And today's gonna be the day. You're fucking lying to yourselves. Y'all do that every goddamn year, December 31st. When that ball drops, you tell yourself you're gonna be something different than you were, then you snap right the fuck back. So stop talking. It's like, you ever heard the term, don't talk about it, be about it.
Right.
Don't say you're gonna change. Begin the process of doing it versus thinking about it. Generally,
what baffles me is everybody should want their life to be a certain way. I mean, you don't need to ask somebody else, you know, what can you do to get the life you want? If you know how you want your life to be, just go out and do the things to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? If you want a situation, caller, if you want a situation where women actually respect you and they fuck with you on the street, set it up so it could be like that.
Right.
I mean, I don't. To me, I'm just a different type of cat, I guess, because I don't understand why it's so difficult for dudes to say this is what I want out of life. When I deal with people, I want people to view me in this way. So let me behave in a manner that's conducive to me getting what I want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But be real about it. You can't be fake about it though. But be real about it. But here's the thing, caller. One thing you're gonna find out. The more real you are with yourself and other people, you're gonna find that a lot of people are gonna fall off.
Facts.
Caller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you eat pizza? Do you eat pizza?
On occasion.
On occasion. All right. What's your favorite dish? Your favorite food to eat?
Favorite dish?
Yeah.
New York strip steak.
New York strip steak. How do you like it cooked?
Rare.
Huh?
Bloody rare.
Bloody rare. Okay. So so think of the steak as your life. When somebody asks you how you like your steak cooked, as soon as I asked you, you said bloody rare, right? Because you know how you like your steak cooked, right? So you need to understand that. Think of the steak as your life. You understand? Look at your life and you ask yourself, how do you want your life cooked?
Right.
You understand how you want to season your life? That's all it is, bro. You know, a lot of you niggas, a lot of y'all think this shit is complicated. It's really not that complicated.
At all. Yeah.
Somebody asks you how you like your steak cooked. You know exactly how you like your steak cooked. But somebody asks you, so how do you want your life to be? Niggas is it's like, nigga, stop it, bro. Like, and the fucked up part is your life is more important than the fucking steak.
Right.
No, what he really want to know is how can I go through life, get what I want without pissing people off?
Right.
Because I worry about what they think about.
Too many men believe your life is not a negotiation as a man.
Right.
You should have your principles and live by those principles. And if they don't fit the principles, then they got to go. All men want to F all women in the world. And you got to understand, you're not going to get a hold of all women.
Right.
But you'll get a hold of all the women who want you because they're the ones on your program. I think you men need to go ahead and start getting rid of some of these women that's in your face that's trying to negotiate your life.
Right.
It's almost like this. You gotta live your life in a way. You gotta live your life in a way where even what you say you want or the things that you're involved with, it could be a fact that is wrong, and you know it's wrong, but you say, I fuck with it anyway. So for example, you might say 2 + 2 is 79. They're gonna be like, no, it's not, it's 4. Well, I know it's 4, but fuck that, it's 79 to me. You understand what I'm saying? It has to be that crazy to where you even know it's wrong, but you like it this way. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how deep into your shit you gotta be. So you're not delusional about understanding that it's 4, but you don't give a fuck about 4. You understand what I'm saying? You want it to be 79, so it's gonna be 79 to the way that I deal with it. Period. Right. You see what I'm saying? And so that's how you gotta be, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna have situations in life where you're doing things, and because you like to do it that way, you're going to do it that way. Now, again, it's not you hurting anybody. It's not you fucking anybody over. That's, you know, you're just doing your thing. And then by you doing your thing, there's going to be people outside, you know, outside of yourself and all that, other people who are going to tell you, well, you shouldn't do this. And that's not right. And that's toxic masculinity. And you shouldn't, they're going to tell you all the things that you shouldn't be doing. But you have to stand on your shit and say, fuck that. I do it this way. You understand what I'm saying? And that's it.
Facts. Caller, so you good? You got any more questions?
I got one last question. It's about the principles. Is they gonna be universal principles or
man? Okay, brother. Fuck.
Caller. Hold on, I'm turning this fan on. Caller, I'm hot. I'm sweating like a motherfucker. Caller, you create your world for you, and you literally have to have the attitude of, this is what I'm about. If you don't like it, don't fuck with me then.
Right.
Just like that. Straight like simple like that. If you don't like it, don't fuck with me then.
All right. Let me I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish it.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to call it. Let me ask you a question. Why are you looking for universal principles, bro?
You want to appease everybody, bro.
Well, I'm just, I see that you guys, you guys are similar to each other. I'm not saying you guys are all the same.
We're actually not.
Right.
We're actually not similar at all.
We're independent thinkers.
This is a Rubik's Cube group here. Like, everybody has their own way of doing things, but we have the same success rate. That's all it is.
You know why he thinks we're similar though? Is because we're just being ourselves. So what's similar in us is that we are who we are. That's
it right there.
Similar. So caller, you look, you have to understand that there's nothing about your life that should be universal. Everything about your life should be specific to you. Now, if it happens to align with another man's situation, that's just by coincidence, bro. You understand? So the answer is not to look for things that's universal. The answer is to look for what's right for you.
Right.
This caller, I'll tell you like this, caller. Your mindset shouldn't be like, I'm one in a million. Your mindset should be like, I'm literally the only one.
The only one.
The only one.
Yes.
You know, there may be guys that have similar interests and similar taste in things, but I'm literally one of a kind. You will never find me in 10 lifetimes. Never. You know what I'm saying? And what you have to understand is women are captivated and they covet dudes who have that type of aura about them. Like, I can't find him nowhere else. Okay, we're talking about a stable. You got women that they want to be with you, but they accept the fact that you giving them some dick, and they stay right there with it because they know you're the only one. They know if they leave you alone, they can never find another you, even if they can only get a small piece of you. I need you to understand that, caller. Be one of a kind. Don't universal. Ain't nothing about me universal. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing, bro. Come on, man.
Right. The only thing universal about any one of us is that there's only one of us in the whole entire universe.
Right. Exactly.
We're gonna move on, but thanks for the call. Thanks for supporting the show, and we appreciate you, man. Peace.
Hey, thanks for the clarity. Man.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah, man. All right, I think we got Nez on here. 111, what's going on? You are on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. What's up with you? And he hung up.
Yeah, wait, hold on, man. Wait, 1 second. Hey, T, this is one thing we gotta understand about the game, dog. Y'all don't get. We ain't gonna tell you our receipts. And what we do on the back end, we don't talk about. Look, man, what stays in our universe stays in what goes on in our universe stays in our universe. Who are you for us to answer you? You ain't nobody. So, brother, worry about yourself and learn how to get a stable of you first, and then start to build. But you can't come to men like that, man. They would smack.
I mean, Lucario said it again on his Instagram. He was like, men look at certain things and think it's unachievable.
Right. Exactly.
So when he's asking these questions, he's like, these dudes really do that?
Right.
Like, come on, bro.
That's also the thing about being discreet. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I was watching a Breakfast Club interview. It was a rapper. I think it was I forgot the dude name. One of these like Chicago rappers, and then there was another rapper named Lil Durk who was on there, who's like his mentor. So Charlemagne asked the dude some street shit. and the dude was about to answer. And
boy, I saw it.
Coughed, and he said, he's looking at him, shut the fuck up, nigga. Like, what you telling all your shit for?
Right.
So certain times that you got to be discreet, because being discreet is the part of the game that keeps the shit together. You see what I'm saying?
You know what? Because bad boys move in silence. So get on that bad boy membership. You feel me? Oh shit!
Like that. I saw that interview.
Yeah, I was like,
you knew it when you saw it, because the dude looked at him and he was like, "Yeah,
right.
you're right." And they didn't have to speak no word. It was just that cough.
Right.
And that look. And he was like, I got you. I'm gonna shut up.
All right, 475. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory podcast panel. What's going on with you?
First and foremost, peace to the gods. Been a long time. Chai Alpha.
What up? What up?
Get checking in.
All right.
I want to piggyback off what y'all was saying. As a collective, when you on your purpose, you can't lose. And first off, for my fellas out there listening, when you have your own foundation, you can't lose. So when girls or women get tired of me, want to kick me out, I have a place to go to it. So it's nothing. And gentlemen,
you should never get kicked out, bro.
Wait, what?
You should never be kicked out. That means you're cohabitating with somebody that is not under your influence.
What the fuck?
We hear stuff, right? That's why people
we listen.
We hear keywords that just triggers.
As soon as he said on your purpose, I wanted to stop him.
I was waiting for y'all with that one. I was like, I know somebody.
I saw the car in his face. Like, what? This nigga.
All right, caller. All right, finish.
Y'all gentlemen listening, y'all can listen. Y'all can follow these quotes. The universe conspires to my highest desires. Miracles are normal.
Man, look, fuck the universe, dog. Fuck that shit. Why do you give a fuck about the universe?
Man, it's very difficult for men in these memes. Let me just say somehow how unmanly these memes are. For all you men posting these memes, what you're saying is that, okay, this person is just, their philosophy is just the greatest in the world, man. It's just real vagina to follow. And I wanted to say this too, because you notice a lot of women post a lot of memes because they're used to following. Yes. And the reason why is they look at this, oh, this is great. This is what it is. Or they go next to the theory of what they want or what they believe in. Women surround themselves by a lot of self-minding people that think just like them because they don't like to be confronted. So what I'm saying to you men, be careful about these little bitch ass memes.
Facts.
Memes ain't shit. It's cool to say, oh, Malcolm X on Malcolm X Day or Martin Luther King, oh, I have a dream speech and he said that. Those are profound stuff, man. But these little bitch ass Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter memes, make your own fucking meme. I'm telling you right now, have your own philosophies about life. There's similarities to those other people on thoughts, but make your own pathway, brother. That's all I'm gonna say to you, man.
All right, caller. Caller, I just want to ask you a question. Can you explain being on your purpose? Can you tell us what that means?
Please.
All right, because I don't need to speak for myself because we all individuals. That's the point I was trying to make.
Okay, can you answer the damn question, please? What does that fucking mean? You on your purpose?
Chill, cause I know you be turned up all the time.
What does it mean, bro? It's all right.
I'm just wasting our fucking time running your mouth. Fucking answer the question.
My system works for me.
We don't give a fuck about your system. We ask you about purpose.
Can I finish speaking? Because y'all ain't gonna scold me up here.
But then get your fucking bitch ass off then if you want. You calling us, motherfucker.
That's why I say the universe conspires to my highest desires. Miracles are normal. And I ain't get that.
What woman is pulling your strings? What woman is pulling?
I see why he be getting kicked out the house. Motherfucker talking way too much, all type of shit. Pick this motherfucker, get out. Take your 2 backpacks and get the hell out. Hey, that's my charger. Where you going with my charger?
Yo, that nigga, he ain't got a book bag. He got hefty bags. That's the all. He got his belongings in a plastic bag.
For the come and dump, pump and dump. Come on, y'all.
Yo,
wait, pump and dump. What the fuck is that?
Caller, listen. If you're on your purpose, how are you getting kicked out of the house, bro?
Because that's not my stable. That's somebody else's foundation, brother.
But what are you doing in somebody else's foundation? What are you doing in somebody else's foundation?
If you don't want to be, I'm a traveling man first off. So if I'm in any city and they there, and if I want to chill there for a week and they get tired of me, that's what I mean. Like you have a place to go to.
Nah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and rent me a room because she's not gonna be the only one I'm visiting.
The problem is, though, is that this is the problem. This is the problem. Kohler, this is the problem. If you go into these places and you getting kicked out, that means the chick ain't got no respect for you. So why you fucking with chicks that ain't got no respect for you?
Yeah, like you the bitch in the thing, but you on your purpose like bitches.
And when you got real stroke, you never get kicked out. When you got good D, you never get kicked out, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Real quick, this nigga Toby Cash, bro. We don't speak like that. Toxic masculinity, bro. We don't talk like that, bro.
Somebody said that?
He says
that's a vaginal word.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. We don't talk like that, bro.
Yo, hold on. Shout out to Freelance Rona for the $5 super chat. He says Sunday's most underrated show. Salute. Facts.
Bro, look.
Why y'all be clowning perfect?
Let me just say this real quick. Y'all need to stop adopting phrases and terms that women say as your own. Women should be adopting phrases and terms that you say, not the other way around.
Right. And see, the problem with this dude, he talking about he gotten kicked out. That means that he don't have no type of influence on a woman.
bro.
This is the thing. Any woman's house you enter becomes your house.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So,
where's my ice cold blue Gatorade that's supposed to be in this refrigerator right now? Run to the store.
And how's she kicking you out the house? That's crazy.
Yeah. I immediately take my shoes. I don't know about y'all, but I immediately take my shoes off at the door and I go sit on my couch.
I tell chicks I'm a water snob. I don't drink tap water. I only have Evian or Fiji. And when I come in the crib, Shorty walk right to the fridge and she's like, "Here you go.
Here you go.
I know you don't mess with tap. I know you don't even mess with the shit that come out the fridge. You want your Fiji? Here you go." And I'm like, "Thank you, baby. I appreciate that."
I'll turn your favorite show off to turn it on ESPN.
What?
I'm the guy who get the remote when I come in.
Because what they don't understand is they don't understand that like what the woman actually wants is to please you. You understand what I'm saying?
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Well, she don't give a fuck about you and she don't respect you. Because he's supposed to be like basically on some, hey, whatever you want, whatever you like, whatever's gonna make you comfortable. Is like she wants you to stay. So a woman who's feeling you never wants you to leave.
Right.
Wait.
She just want to make you comfortable. So you'll stay.
One second, gentlemen. Sir, okay, this is why you gotta learn. This is why you lose, and you gotta understand why everything we're doing is helping these motherfuckers. I guess you want us all to say, yeah, you're right. The universe is a beautiful place, and your purpose is this. See, this is why you motherfuckers lose, because you so busy listening to bitch ass YouTubers that's coddling your ass. This is this is how men act. If you want rosters, this is how you gotta be. And if you can't handle that shit, 3 doors down and to the right, you in the wrong class.
And this is what I'm saying. I don't think men like when this right here, this little comment right here, statement. This is what I'm talking about too, man. It's men being emotional, right? So this is something a woman would say. This is actually a woman's response.
You're being too hard on me.
You're being too hard. I'm like, people need help. Like, we are helping. The message won't always be delivered in the way that you want to receive it. You have to be able to decipher messages, get what you need from it, use it, and move on. Right. Stop trying to be delivered in a certain way. Oh, if you could just lower your voice a little bit. Oh, if you can not use curse languages. The N-word is being used too much. You guys are just barking too much at each other. Like, it should be a lot more. Fuck you, okay? You need to understand men speak like this.
Right.
Like, if I was around these dudes, this is how we'll be talking and this is what we do.
That's how we beat the women. That's how we beat the women with these.
Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that's how we speak to see. You don't see that shit.
Exactly. If one of these dudes told me about one of their sit moments a long time ago, I'm looking at him like, God damn, you was the bitch back then, homie.
Yeah.
I'm glad you ain't that nigga no more.
especially Zach and shit. Zach had his moments. You remember Zach? Oh, I'm sorry, Zach. You remember Zach had his moments? You're freaky, thick tongue, Curious George shit. We love this dude and we fuck with him, man.
And they clown me the hell out of me when I told them that story.
We love that shit.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Do we got any more calls?
Nah, not right now. I want to also say something about, just the title. And I don't know if this was done on purpose, but if you really understand again how language works, right? Everything is in the title, right? Everything, all the information is really in the title, right? How to manage your stable, right? Really, what's really being said, if you break it all the way down, is you have to manage your own stability.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because when you become stable, when you run your game, look, I just told y'all that sometimes I be going against my own game, but I run my game so fucking tight that I can't even fuck my game up.
Exactly. Right.
Rewind if you forgot what the fuck I said, or if you didn't hear what I said. But go back to the beginning. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, like, a lot of you guys want a stable. You want a rotation. You want different chicks to fuck with you. Something like this can't be accomplished until you know how to manage your own stability. You understand? Meaning the stability of your own mindset, the stability of your emotions, the stability of your behaviors, the stability of, like we was, talking to the other caller about how you want your life to be.
Right.
You understand? You are the architect. You are the engineer of this thing we call life. And until your shit becomes stable, you can't have a stable. You understand? Because chicks want to, like K-Zag was saying earlier, they want to fit in a certain role because they know, okay, well, I can only have this much of his time. I can only have this much of his situation, where it's like, well, that's the role I play. I don't call him that much. I don't text him that much. I wait for him to hit me up. And then I go to him when he wants me, because that's the role she's in and that's the role she wants to be. And it's stable. Because what a lot of y'all cats don't understand about, like, what really makes a woman feel good about fucking with a dude is that she can depend on you for something. A lot of you cats is so all over the place. Like she'll like the last caller, she'll go to his fucking Instagram and she'll see memes upon memes upon memes, and she'll see some memes that contradict other memes, and none of the memes that he got on his fucking Instagram was created by him. So she don't know what this nigga's about at all.
Exactly.
So there's not one female out there that would actually trust him to be in a role, to be a part of his stable. You get what I'm saying?
Man, that's facts, bro.
This is the type of shit that we're trying to tell you. All of the information that you need, the game is right there in the title. Manage your stable, your own stability. You understand? This is real shit.
Well, let me talk about this as well. Can y'all hear that fan? Is it too loud?
We hear that light ass fan, dog.
Them motherfucker got 3 fans going in there. No, I'm just saying, go ahead, man. You good, bro? You good, man?
When you hear women talk about security, a lot of guys think it's security as far as them being financially situated. It's not necessarily that. It's the security and the consistency that you bring. Because women, with their own emotions, they're inconsistent. So the reason why they gravitate to men who are consistent, because you can help right the ship with them. Because when you're inconsistent, they feel like they're dating themselves. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys don't understand this, and this is why a lot of times you get into arguments with women, because what it really is them rebelling against the fact that they're dating themselves, and they're like, God damn, another one? I keep meeting these fucking guys, and I can't find out one guy who actually is a rock, who is actually a leader, and he's consistent in the way that he behaves. The shit that he says versus the shit that he does actually adds the fuck up and matches up.
Right.
The rest of these motherfuckers, they all, like you said, with the multiple memes that contradicting themselves, they're like, who is he? He just posting shit that sounds good to him in the moment, which is what women do. They're in the moment. As a man, you're not in the moment. Okay, you're like this the whole time. Women are like this. So when you posting these fucking memes, you're like this. So women look at you and they be like, no, I can't fuck with them.
Certain emojis too. I got on my page this week and had to bust out certain emojis too. Are just not supposed to be used by men.
Oh, you all over the hearts and the smiles and the.
Oh my God, bro! I'm just telling you, dog. The lips, motherfucker, be putting lips on the thing. They the hard eyes. I mean, I'm telling you, dog. I'm trying to tell you, man.
I don't mean to cut you off. Condoms are for lames, bro. I wasn't stalking no bitches, bro. No,
he said condoms are for lames.
That's his name.
Is that what the fuck he said?
Yeah.
He's on his way to his deathbed. He's gonna die a painful death.
Now the story I told Steve was like, "Goddamn, I can't stop it." But that's not what happened, my brother. I wasn't stalking nobody. No, don't put that shit on me. Come on, man.
He said condoms for lame. Please don't say that.
We got a question at 12:49.
All right, 12:49. Let's see here. All right, let's see what you got.
He says, "Is it better to get women quick but lose them quick, or wait a little bit longer and keep them?"
It's better not to give a fuck.
This is a 15-year-old answer.
I mean, this is some kindergarten shit, man. This is why
they got to be they about to be a sophomore in high school.
Well, this is the thing, bro. Like, why would you want to keep a woman around longer that don't want to fuck with you? You understand what I'm saying? That don't even make no sense. So a lot of you guys, y'all want to prolong the situation, even if it's not to your benefit, just because you want a woman around. That's crazy. So it's better to if you in a situation and you're dealing with a woman, and you got to look at it like this. You got to look at it as like, I'm not really even losing her. She was never really about the program in the first place, which is why I'm not fucking with her. You understand what I'm saying?
You know what? It's like a job.
God. Y'all didn't see this next question. My bad.
No, it's like, I'll go ahead and say this. I'll pass it to you. It's like a job. When you don't live up to whatever they have for you, they fire you. They don't think about it. They don't worry about you. They already know there's 100 motherfuckers that applied for this job just last month. Right. So we're gonna call them up, and as soon as we move you out, we're gonna move them right in. Your desk, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna collect no dust on it. It's gonna be somebody sitting at the motherfucker tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So with these women, part of managing a stable is understanding when to cut bait. Once a woman starts to be disrespectful and you can't turn it around, you gotta let her go. Once a woman starts bucking the system and making it difficult for you to manage her, you got to let her go. If a woman just wants to leave, if she just wants to leave because she wants more than you providing her, you got to let her go. I'm like, all right, well, the door's always open when you want to come back. As long as you know the role you left is the role you're going to occupy when you come back.
Lord, wherever your Lord name.
Yeah, this is
first, Lord. Look, this is what I want you to do before we even answer that question. Please change your picture.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, that picture, your picture represents you as a man.
Come on, man, y'all got to be better men. And look at this. Is it unusual? What? Look, man, I don't give a fuck if she green. If I want to talk to the motherfucking one, I'm gonna talk to her. But the fact that you saying Asian girls and black guy, you need some coaching. Yeah, I'm not even laughing. You need to get the real game note there and get one of these guys. You really need some help. I don't even feel like I can answer the question. I'm just saying you need some serious help.
I don't know why men really look at race when they're talking.
That's what I'm saying.
Women are women. Like they're gonna move as women. I never understood why they would bring up a different type of woman.
It's like heterosexual man, man.
You got Coley already.
Let's get to the goal. Fuck it.
All right. All right, 475. You are on with the Real Game No Theory panel. What's up?
My phone died, so I want y'all to drop some jewels on me. I seem like y'all chastising me, so I'm listening.
Nah, bro, ain't nobody chastising you, bro. You're exposing the fact that you got a lot of work to do. You understand? You talking about being on your purpose and you don't know what that means. You talking about getting kicked out of a female's house. Like that's not how it works when you understand the game, bro. You understand? And it sounds like you in somebody else's house right now. What's all that noise in the background, my nigga?
Yeah, my nigga, you right.
You gotta control your environment. If you can't walk in the living room and tell them motherfuckers to turn the television down, you're on the phone. Or they should have respect for you when soon as you pick up. Everybody should look your way in order for some instructions.
No gloves on. They real doing work, and ice turns. I see results dealing with them. So.
Oh shit,
man! I'm really just trying to. What we trying to do is really. It's kind of like your dad. When you get a certain age, we stop using the belt, right? We stop using the belt because we got to get harder on the consequences for what you're saying and what you're asking for. Like you can't call in and say things and expect for us as men that experienced not to come at you, even if it's unpleasant for you, because this is how we man you up. You should be, you know what, man, these dudes is hard, but they right. They coming at us. We're not going to rub your belly and your back like your mama would. Right. It's not an all woman panel
Right.
So we're not going to care about your feelings and how you feel and do you take medication anymore. We don't give a F about none of that. So for us, when you call back, that's an emotional callback. You're saying that, oh man, these dudes are just coming for me. Y'all go ahead and just keep on. Dude, that's too emotional. Like you have to, I would have sit right there, took it all in, wrote it down, and said, you know what? Some of these dudes are saying is right. You guys need to take advantage of experienced men. There's not too many. There's not too many experienced men. And so when you guys see it, visualize it, hear it, understand it's not going to always be served to you like you want it to be received.
Right. Let me ask the caller a question. Caller, did you know your father?
No, he actually hung up. He hung up again.
They told his ass to get off the phone. You don't pay no bills around here. You don't pay no bills around here.
It makes me wonder when these guys get all butthurt. It makes me wonder, did they know their father?
Right.
Did they have like any male mentorship? Did you have a grandfather, an uncle, a football coach? Because you had a football coach. That motherfucker wasn't nice.
He wasn't nice.
You know what I'm saying? Grabbing you by your face mask and shit. See, that type of shit. What happens is when a man get in your face, a real masculine man who actually gives a fuck about you bettering yourself and learning some shit. Sometimes you put an arm around somebody. Sometimes that might not be enough. Like 50 said with the spanking. Sometimes you got to punch a motherfucker dead in his chest. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Because there comes a time in your life as a man where you should know better. Like you should really know better. You shouldn't be 28 doing shit that 18-year-olds is doing. You just shouldn't. So if you an old ass nigga like that and you doing teenage type shit, niggas gonna question your mind. Like, bro, what's up with your mind, bro? What's going on with you, man? You been around women all your life. You ain't never been around no man. With the emotional shit. That's what women do.
His name, dog. He put Zeta or some shit.
That's crazy, man. I'm still thinking about the fact that he's getting kicked out the house or the apartment. It's just like a woman should never tell you to leave or at any point. And like I don't care if you just met her and you went back to her place to smash.
Right.
She should never be like, oh, you should go now. But no, it should be whenever you ready to leave. You understand what I'm saying? That's when you leave.
And it's funny they said his phone died, but he can immediately get it unless he's just right next to a laptop or something. Because it sounds like, and this is what I'm saying. It's like, bro, I know you just hung up and you're on your phone and you hit this on the chat. That was way too quick, bro. And this is what I'm saying. I think you men are way so emotional trying to validate yourself with other men. Dude, to be honest with you, we can care, bro. I won't even remember you in the next minute. So the thing is, dog, just understand how irrelevant you actually are to us. Yes. And just know we're trying to help the masses, not individually you.
Right.
We're speaking to everyone. We're not just speaking to you. Stop being so vaginal in your approach.
I think this is him calling back again. Yo, what's going on?
You got a couple of minutes? You got a couple percentages back?
To garden before they grow. That's all. Like I said, I deal with Pimp God and a lot of other people that do the same thing I do.
Now pimps. I'm telling you, man. I got a way. I feel a way about pimps. And let me tell you how I feel about pimps. And all of them are not the same, but I'm gonna tell you the majority of them. The majority of them only deal with certain type of women because those are the women that they can manipulate. You have to understand that. The principles of a pimp, a lot of it is good. I come from a lineage of pimps. I'm from Fillmore, San Francisco. You heard of Fillmore Slim. What I'm telling you is that they deal with trauma-based women in order to take advantage of them. Us men with different type of game deal with high-level women or any type of women and still get the same result. So this is the difference. And so you guys view pimps as the greatest walking individuals on earth because you actually can visualize and see results. But if I was to deal with 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20, even 30-year-old women that have been abused, have been put out of the house, or are mentally unstable, do you understand what I can do with those women? I choose not to do it. Hey, there's no knock on them because a hustle is a hustle. But at the end of the day, for you to call in and talk about pimps as if the game is superior, it's not. Understand that we all have those capabilities.
brother.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm listening. Y'all learned though, right? Y'all had to go through it to learn, right?
I mean, I was I had a mentor young, and he's called my dad and my grandfather. So I learned at a very young age. I was put through the gauntlet. I had some bitch ass moments. We all did. You know what I mean? But I had to learn from those mistakes. So if you're saying experience from losing at times, yeah, we all had experience in losing. I haven't, but I'm in the winner circle right now. I don't lose anymore.
Let me ask you this, caller.
Hey, I hit it on the spot. It's about trauma. I ain't going front. I learned stuff late. So if the chick is traumatized, yeah, that's one to be the person house I might have got kicked out of because there's no order.
But then you even worse than a traumatized bitch then.
All right, because I was going to ask you, what made the chick kick you out? The last time you got kicked out, what happened? Tell us what happened.
As I was saying, for instance, her house pie was dirty, and they want you to take the shoes off at the door. It's like, what's the logic to that? That shit don't make no sense.
Why are you fucking with the one with a dirty ass house, man?
Wait. So because you don't want to take your shoes off, that's why she kicked you out?
Basically.
So you ain't even get in the house and she kicked you out already.
Man, you weak, dog. You weak as man. You need some help, bro.
Is that what happened?
Nah, at the end of the day, y'all right. Is what type of women are we giving our energy to? And that's something I got it. That's the path I'm on.
No,
now.
you gotta stop having women energy. You have women energy. Don't blame them.
Women, I got my project. Don't supposed to have a balance though, fellas. When we
You gotta
reset
yourself. You need a reset. You need a total reset button.
Yes. Yeah. You
need a whole reset button, man. You need to start from the ground again and build yourself back up. Right now, when you use the word balance, and I hear that a lot from a lot of men has been influenced by women because women use that a lot. There's no balance. There's no fairness. There's no balance. There's no fairness. I want you guys to really understand that. When you hear those words, think about your own household. You think there's balance and fairness in the household? If you're really controlling your household, like you say you control your household, there's no balance and fairness. There's understanding. That's all.
Right. See, the only balance you need to have is within yourself. And then, through that, that's when you create situations for yourself that's going to benefit you. And then by doing that, it's going to benefit everybody else because relationships aren't fair. That's the thing that people got to understand is that
at all.
It's not 50-50 relationships. You see what I'm saying?
No.
So when you talk about how a girl kicked you out the house because you don't want to take your shoes off, and then you're like, well, I don't want to take my shoes off because the house is dirty. You got to ask yourself, why am I fucking dealing with dirty ass chicks in the first place?
Yeah, for real.
That's already an issue. You see what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm sure in my testimony, it be safe havens in different towns. So it's like
safe havens.
Like,
emotionally safe? You mean emotionally safe havens? It's really funny, man. Men don't really use the word safe.
Just killing itself.
Just think about that. Just think about how many times you need to use the word safe.
What do you mean by safe haven? What does that mean?
My choice of words. It be females that I know, not necessarily females I could be fucking. It could just be a female friend, but at the end of the day, like you said, why are you being around these type of women? So that's the path I'm on.
Exactly. So, like, I think Lucario had a great question, man. I would like for you to answer.
Peace to Lucario, too.
Can you answer his question he asked?
Go ahead, Lucario. I'm listening.
Now, so why are you dealing with chicks who got dirty houses and all that? Why are you putting yourself in that position?
I was just using using that as a prime example. It's not more.
We don't do prime examples.
No, but I'm saying, why do that? That's my question. Why are you putting yourself in position to deal with women who are in those positions? Why are you dealing with those type of chicks?
He in the shelter, dog.
Giggle.
Huh? What happened?
He said he's in the shelter.
Hey.
Nothing serious and big, but hey, you want to smoke, you want to chill, like little stuff. It won't be nothing crazy.
Oh, you better start smoking in the game.
Well, caller, let me ask you a question. Are you homeless?
Yeah. You're not going to get any pudding.
Are you homeless?
Who's that motherfucker who beat them kids?
And the reason why I say that, because I knew a brother just like you, bro. And what he would do is he would meet chicks and he would come at them real hard in the beginning. He didn't have a place to lay his head at. But what ultimately happened was he was still trying to go out and deal with other chicks, so chicks would kick him out because of that. And then one of the new chicks he met would go hard with her so he can have a place to stay. So he was bouncing from crib to crib to crib because he didn't have his own spot. Is that you?
Oh no, I already told y'all from the jump. I said the reason why having your own crib is essential is like if somebody want to kick you out your house, you have your own.
No, I'm asking you, do you have your own crib?
Yes, sir. 2-bedroom roof, homeowner.
Okay, that's good, man. I'm glad. So that means you have enough money when you go out of town to get you a hotel, so you won't have to deal with women if they're not meeting your program when you enter the city. And also keeps your options open for a lot more fun, right?
At the end of the day, like you said, I need to give my time and energy to prestige women, because like T.K. Kirkland said, who the fuck said you had to deal with a single mother?
Dude, listen, man. Look, dumb motherfucker. I don't know who that guy is, as you just said, but this is why you're such a fucking loser. All single mothers are not equal, you dumb motherfucker. Do you understand that? Do you?
Yes, you smart ass motherfucker that got no flaws. Yes, sir. I'm listening. What else?
This is why you lose, man. You don't know how to shut your bitch ass up and listen to shit, man. You're wasting my time. That's why I ain't saying shit. What you'll learn about this stable shit that's gonna help you. You don't like wasting our time with bitch ass shit.
Different light, big bitch told me, so I am a bitch then. Cause I looked up too, like, yo, his game cold. But since we doing the name calling, thank God I know I am.
I'm just telling you what it is, man. You just wasting our time, man. That's how we deal with women and shit. We deal with you the way we deal with women, man. You wasting my motherfucking time, dog. So let's go to FCTG. Whatever the fuck you want to. Stop coming over here crying.
What you doing for the community with that said? Because you consider yourself a black man, right?
I work for the community. Yeah, don't get me on that. I work for the community daily, my man. Every 6 days a week.
Black man,
yeah, every 6 days a week. I'm with 98% black kids, young men and women that I influence on a daily basis, and they love me.
That's an emotional lash out, young man. You lash out.
The comment at 106. Let's put up that comment. That's hilarious.
Are y'all black? Y'all African American? Cause that shit mean dead. So I understand why the energy is what it is.
You know what? What do you do? Are you my daddy? My daddy wanna. Man, look, hey, young man. You know what we do with women? Hey, you know what we do with women that talk like you? We just hang up on them.
So,
you know what we do with women? You know what we do with women like you? We just get rid of you. You're fired.
Yeah. And I love. I don't know who this young lady is. If that is a lady picture, I don't know what that is. But if you can call in, it's really good because women are like keyboard warriors, and they're so good at texting men and talking big game. But when you get in the presence of a man who wants to smoke, you tend to tuck your tail and leave. and see, this is where the problem is. I think you women, I'm just reading it, right? Like, wow, this is unbelievable. That's emotional, right? And then when you say foolishness, is because she doesn't understand the message, right? And then what's being discussed, you know what I mean? Like, now she's questioning, why are we talking about it? Right. There's so many women verbs. I mean, there's so many women that communicate like this that you men need to really read through what they're actually saying and what they're going. I know you got something else.
Yo, 50, be careful. All I'm saying is be careful, because I can't tell if that's a trans man or woman.
Yeah.
Right, so you gotta be careful about what
you see the picture's only from the neck up, so I can't really I can't see the Adam's apple. I can't see nothing. So be careful which pronouns you use, because
they
ain't got no lenses. They ain't got no lenses in them glasses.
Right. Well, what I'm just saying is there's no knock on this person. See, I said mouse person.
Right, exactly.
There you go.
Okay. This person here, it looks in it's mouse. It's 40s. Okay. Thank you. I'm walking that line. Yep. It's 40s, and it mouse may have been on the blunt end of what we're talking about, and it might be or might be upset that we are talking about it.
Right. And it was a dirty house that he that he didn't want to take his shoes off. I'm just telling you, this is what happens too.
Well,
she heard a man in distress, right? He was in distress, and this powerful being is coming to his defense. And see, this is why I want to show you, men. This is what women have been doing for a long time because a lot of you are weak. Most women, well, the good women, they won't even have anything to say in regards of what men say in men's spaces, because they know that, okay, they are getting rid of the weak and building up the strong, right? You men are so weak that you got women coming to your defense. This is what's going on. She's coming to the defense of this weak man that was in distress when it just called in.
With no real argument, too. Coming to the defense with no fucking argument. But we got a call coming in.
Flawed like call in.
616, you are on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. What's on with you?
Hey, this is Linda. I'm the one that typed the comment.
Wonderful.
Asked me to call.
Let's get this going. How you doing, Linda?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm actually wonderful. So now we can put a face to I know I can hear feminine now. So let's get this going. Let's what is your comments?
So I'm listening, and don't get me wrong, I respect everybody's opinions and views and however they want to look at life, relationships, or whatever the case may be. But I think sometimes it's a fine line that you get to where you can start devaluing the value of a woman.
No, we're not doing devaluing.
You should value a woman based on having multiples.
Well, no, her being on the roster, ma'am, her being on our roster brings value to my life. So why would I devalue somebody that's bringing something to my life? We don't devalue women.
So
and I'm sorry?
Here's my question. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but here's my question. So you have these young men calling in, and you guys are laughing at him because he's having to be kicked out or walked out.
Yes.
I mean, there's no humor in that, because here's the thing.
In your emotional, ma'am, real quick, in your emotional world, there isn't, ma'am. You gotta understand, you're not a man, so you don't understand how men behave. You're coming from an emotional position.
You're not a woman, and you don't understand how women behave.
I don't need to understand.
We don't understand it because we don't let me tell you something. Women behave how I need them to behave in order to be in my life.
No, you're not their father. You're not.
No, I am their daddy. That's where you got it wrong. And see, this is why I love this conversation. I am their father figure. That's the influence I have on the women that's in my life. They look at me and even call me daddy at times.
Every woman has
I am the God in their eyes.
Nurturer.
I am the person who watches over them. I protect them from themselves. I also control and give order to the household. I am daddy.
Okay.
Daddy.
It's one thing to be the head of the household.
No. I'm not just the head. I am daddy. There's a difference.
Wait. Hold on.
You have a father. I'm daddy.
Caller. Hold on one second. What's your relationship status? Are you married?
No, I'm in a relationship.
Oh, you're in a relationship. So how does that relationship work? Is your man the leader of the relationship, or who leads that relationship?
Absolutely, he's the leader of the relationship, and he's the one that supports, encourages, and motivates me.
Okay.
He helps to push me beyond my comfort zone.
Okay.
Sounds like a dad.
So my thing of it is that two people come together to help each other, not to condition.
No, I don't need help. I don't need help. I can help myself.
So what's the difference between your man and what 1950 is saying? What's the difference?
Oh, okay. Well, if you can help yourself, then I guess you can have sex with yourself, right?
Oh my God.
I've had before.
Let's not take it to sex just yet, but go ahead, Mario.
What's the difference? You said your man leads you, your man helps you, your man guides you. So what's the difference between what you're saying and what 1950 just said about him, leading and protecting and guiding the woman? Y'all talking about the same thing.
Here's the difference. And I'm going to quote what he said. He said, I tell her what to do. I want her to be a certain way. You don't give instructions like that.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? So call it. So your man doesn't tell you what to do?
You're not allowing a woman to be who she needs to be. You're conditioning her to be.
All right, hold on, caller.
So wait, so your man doesn't tell you what to do?
No, he doesn't tell me what to do.
You ain't got no man.
He leads you, so that's what leaders do. Leaders tell the follower what to do.
Okay, so caller, please give us an example of how your man leads you.
Okay, here's a good example. He came into my life at a time to where I'm on a uphill. Now I've already created the blueprint for the direction I want to go, but he helps to push me beyond my comfort zone so that I can go.
Okay, so give us an example of how your man leads you. Give us an actual example of how your man leads you, please.
Like specifics.
He leads me by being transparent. He leads me by
give us an example. Give us an example. Give us an example of a conversation.
Like a scenario.
Put him on a phone or something. A scenario of him leading you, please.
Oh, okay, that's easy. So when it's time for me to make a decision about something, I go to him and get his input so that I could be clear on the direction I need to go.
Is it a decision on what you're making for dinner?
Then also,
you shouldn't be making those types of decisions.
Well, here's the other thing. When a chick comes on to him, which I know is going to happen, he's comfortable enough to come to me and say, well, baby, listen, this is what happened. And I'm cool with that.
He doesn't have
to, nothing to hide.
Is he there right now? Is he with you?
No, he's not.
Where's he at?
He's not with me. And I don't need him to be with me to have a conversation with a multiple group of men that I feel is being very.
How long have you been with him? Real quick, how long have you been with him? How long have you been with him? How long have you been with him?
I'm sorry?
How long have you been with him?
Over 3 years.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Have you ever asked yourself why you don't have a ring on your finger right now?
Because I don't want it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So that was your decision.
That was my decision.
So that means you're running the relationship. He's not leading the relationship.
You're the leader, man.
You are the leader of the relationship.
Ma'am, you're the leader of the relationship. He's just there. He's a consultant. He's not
a placeholder.
Man, no, he's not your man. He's a consultant.
But why would I let a man force me into
force?
It's not about.
That's the thing. Why would he need to force something that you should desire in the first place? What desiring to be with this man like that?
You married?
Yes.
Are any of you married?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. When you made the decision to get married, did you just say, "Oh, I'm gonna hit you over the head with a club and we're gonna march"?
I don't need that. We've role played that before, but I don't.
That's what I'm saying. What happened was the woman that we're with wanted to marry us, and we said, "Okay, we'll marry you when we're ready to marry you." Now, what you're saying is that you're with this guy, and you're saying, "Well, I'm gonna wait till I'm ready to get married." But that's what I'm saying. Why don't you want to marry this guy? Why don't you want to give your all to this dude?
Because we both came to a mutual understanding that we're not ready for that part of our lives yet.
3 years, get the man. He just.
I don't really. But
let me ask you this question: if I met a woman, like I'm single, and I met a woman, and the woman wanted to have sex with me, right? And I said to her, "I'm not ready to have sex with you." Do you think that I'm just not sexually attracted to her? Well, like, what would you think if a guy says, I'm not ready to have sex with a woman? What would you think about that guy? Do you think he's interested in her or not?
Okay, he could be. He's just not ready to venture into that physical realm with her.
Man, this is comical.
So let me just. This is Mr. 1950, okay? And let me just say this. I'm going to say this real. Like, this is Mr. 1950. I want you to know exactly who's telling you this.
Hold on. Please.
I want you to know who's exactly telling you this. Okay, this is Mr. 1950 telling you. Okay, so what I need for you to understand is that a lot of women who have been with men and they have no desire for this man to get married to this man, then most of those women are unfulfilled. And they're unfulfilled because they know that this man is not leading the way that he should be leading enough for her to want to follow. See, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is what it is for me. If you was in my presence on a continuous basis, I would give you about 3 weeks. You would see a huge difference between me and then the man that you're with, okay? And the reason why you would see the difference is because my plan is already laid out. You are with someone who does not have a plan for you, because if he did, he wouldn't consult with you so many times in regards of decision making.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're in a position to say, no, there shouldn't be no asking. There's a desire that needs to be there in order for you to want to be with me. I'm a valuable man. I am wanted by many. And the reason for that is because I'm rare. And I'm rare because not only do I control what I do, but when I'm in the presence of you, I will control what you do willingly.
Okay.
And you don't understand that. And I'm not talking about with good dick, because that's bonus, right? I'm talking about with the presence of a strong man that lives by his principles, that's going to make sure you understand what these principles are and you're going to follow them. Cooking dinner is just not enough.
Okay.
Being pretty is just not enough. And I'm gonna let you speak. I'm gonna let you get it off. Because I know I'm long-winded, but I want to say this in my final saying to you.
Understand something about.
Understand that a man that takes control of his own life, you will follow that man's control. That is your rightful place on this planet to follow. Oh, I use those words because you're not going to see. This is what I'm saying. Men are afraid to use certain words. I use control. I use dictate. I use all of the above because you know why? Because the women that's in your life understands what you mean by that. You don't understand what that means because you dictate even his conversation. He's walking on eggshells in the community of your relationship. I don't. I control it.
Because see, what you don't understand is, see, you can't speak for my man because you don't know my man. I
don't know your man, but I know he wears a onesie. And the reason why I said that is because he is not strapped tight enough to control a woman like you. Let me tell you something. Let me just tell you something. I promise you that there's a difference with men. There's a different, and I know you feeling it in my voice right now. You're hearing this orgasm that I'm giving you, and you understand that this is something that you want and desire. You're on this channel for a reason. You see what you want, and you're coming to get it. And I'm telling you, in order to get it, you need to act a certain way in order for you to be rewarded with this gift that we give out every single day. If you're going to be in my presence, you need to understand and you need to honor the things that I'm telling you. And you need to do it quick, because if you're not this, then that next woman behind you, probably your sister, your brother's wife, all those people, they're going to desire me more than you, and I'm going to have to move you out of the way because you don't know what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
It's such rhetoric to me right now.
This is not rhetoric. See, this is what it is. Your own man speaks like this, but he speaks like this in private with his buddies. He hangs up when you come in the room. He's probably the one right now looking for coaching from men like us in order to control women like you. You're not in position, young lady. I don't know if you're younger or older. You're not in position to speak to men in the fashion that you've spoken to. I don't really speak to women that I don't know this long. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're out of place and out of line. Well, I'm giving you this energy because you come onto a show and I feel like that you have genuine wants and needs. They're not being met. Now, if they're not being met, just let us know so we can tell you how to get them. We just don't coach men. I coach women too. I'm coaching you right now. You're going to rewind this.
Caller, listen, let me ask you a question real quick. Are you in love with your man? Are you in love with your man?
Absolutely, I'm in love with him.
Well, you're not in love enough.
Okay, well,
you don't want to get married. You don't love him.
But you guys can't judge my man based off your.
We're judging his behaviors. His behaviors is a reflection of you. You're a representation of that man. And look at you. You're out of order.
Well, think about what she said. She said, I already have a blueprint, right, of her life, and basically like you said, consulting. She consults with him about her life, about what she got going on. See, when you submit to a man, you following his blueprint.
So I guess
his blueprint.
Some mess with didn't have a blueprint for their life.
Say that again?
Before you came into it. So I guess the women that each one of you are involved with didn't have a blueprint for their life before they met.
I don't care about our blueprint.
This is the thing, call it. So yes, women have their own blueprint. But when you come into the life, when you come into the life of a man, and then what happens is that you become part of his program. Just like, for example, a person might have a blueprint for whatever they're doing in their situation, right? And what happens is that they say, hey, you know what? I want to go work at Target. So now when they work at Target, they have to follow Target's blueprint, correct?
No, they don't.
They don't.
That's why you get fired.
So if you work at Target, you can wear whatever you want?
They don't have to follow Target's blueprint.
Wait, hold on. Wait, caller, stop. So at Target, don't you see everybody wearing a red shirt and khaki pants? Yes or no?
Okay. What does that have to do with their own mindset?
What? Fuck their mindset. Not Target doesn't care about their mindset.
She don't get what we're saying. She don't get it.
You guys.
Mr1950.com, young lady. I just want to let you know I got you.
The opinions that you get. But the one thing I can't accept is that you guys are speaking for women. You can't do that.
Yes, look, you just got on this phone speaking for men.
Right.
You got on you. So you tell me this is why I know that he doesn't have you in check. He needs to have you where you understand that a woman's place is in a woman's place. And you don't even like to hear that, right? That just bothers your soul that I use the word place and I use the word woman. No, I need you to understand you only have a certain reach when it comes to what relationships are done, because men run relationships, the right ones.
Yeah.
The right men run the relationship. Go ahead, Zach.
Even when I said submit, she kind of rankled a little bit, like submit. Yeah, submit.
Yeah, you need to.
Y'all talking about women and y'all making these opinions about women, but here it is, little old me, a woman, and I'm coming against 5 of y'all.
Oh, it don't matter if it's 5. I mean, I got a sister that talks big and bold too, like that. I mean, that doesn't make her.
Caller. Wait, caller. You think you think the fact that you're coming against us makes you what does that do for you? I don't understand.
You know what it does for me? It shows me how I can deal with hardcore issues for men that are speaking about women out of not knowing.
But you haven't made a valid
point since you've been on the call, though.
The valid point I made is that you guys are disregarding it. You disregarded what I said initially.
Okay, go ahead.
You can't speak for women. You can't think for women. You don't know how we're made up and what we do and this and the third.
Do you know why we have rosters of women?
Hold on. This is the thing. Caller. We're not. This is what I'm saying. We're not speaking for women.
Hold on.
Because I think she's confused. We're not speaking for women. We're saying that if we have a program, my program is A, B, and C. So when I talk to women, I say, "Are you down for A, B, and C or not?" If you're down for A, B, and C, I'll deal with you. If you're not, I won't deal with you. That's what we're saying. We don't care about how women think.
Okay. Exactly. So hold on. Let me add this. We're not. Hold on real quick. Hold on for a second. See, we're not trying to manipulate or convince women.
Nope.
Okay. If you're going to deal with one of us, you're going to deal with us on our terms.
Right.
Or you can move out the way.
Right. Because caller,
it's really that simple.
Right, caller. Here's the thing that you're going to say these women. I know it's going to come out of your mouth. You're going to say they're weak. Like, hold on, caller. You're about to say they're weak after I say what I say. They see the benefits of being with us, and they are willing to submit themselves to someone that is going to lead them to be not only better women, but better for us and what they bring to us. And again, a lot of women will do that to a man. They don't do that to an average guy. Look, your situation is a case in point. You know what? Most women want to marry men like us within that week. They fall in love fast and they want our children. They want to marry us. And they're always waiting for that moment to get the call up from the AAA onto the field, onto the national field. And that's how it is when you're with a man. But see, you can't see that because you're blinded by, and I'm sorry, you're blinded by a male. You're with a male and you're happy. And I'm glad you're with him. But if you ever got with a real man, you wouldn't be talking like this right now. You would be happy. You'd be like, I gotta go, I gotta cook.
If you was with a real man, you wouldn't be calling five dudes. You just wouldn't.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that whole name, let's connect one-on-one, I have an issue with that. If you was on my brand, there's no connecting with you at all. What you gonna do, you should be connecting pots and pans, and you should be, matter of fact, this is mid-October. You should be ready for the Super Bowl called Thanksgiving, okay? And you should be really preparing for that. So you have an obligation
from now.
Yeah, like you have an obligation. What time is it? Shouldn't dinner or lunch be prepared? What time is it? The audacity for you to call in and act like Sunday dinner shouldn't be prepared right now.
Okay, well, how many of you have been married and divorced?
Look. No, I've been married, and I haven't been divorced.
How many of y'all have been married and divorced?
And this is what I'm talking about. See, this is where it comes to. This is a woman's receipts right here, right? Because see, men receipts is how many women you got. Show me a picture. A woman receipt is have you been married and divorced? Because what they're trying to do is try to discredit your things that you're saying based upon your past, whatever happened. So let me just tell you this. This is what happens in my life, right? What happens in my life is that I meet women like you all the time. Have you seen a horse being tamed? A wild horse. They get them. They put a stick in a metal pole in the ground, and they tie that horse up around the neck, and they make that horse walk in circles. You know why they do that? Because they're breaking the spirit of the horse to make them understand that, hey, you're not going to move until I need you to move. You're not going to do anything until I need you to do anything, right? So I don't break women's spirits. Women get around me and want to be tamed like that horse because they're around wild men that allow them to run the pastures. You've been a free wild pinto horse running all your life. It's time to be corralled. And if you want to be corralled, I'm just gonna be real with you. If you want to be corralled, just say that. And I'm gonna give you to the end of this conversation. Take back all you said. And I want you to hear me right now. You take back everything you said, and we'll forget about this conversation, but we're gonna reset on another note. We're going to talk about different things on how to improve your life. And if you want me to help your man, we can make this a 3 conversation so I can talk to him and coach him through that too, and how to improve you. Because you're the one that needs to be improved.
Recondition the mind to form what you want it to be.
I'm confused on that.
The question, you never answered the question. How many of you have been married and divorced?
Oh my God. So we're going back to, and see, this is what I'm saying. Go ahead.
What? Okay. We've never been divorced, but we're married. What's your point?
Okay, so you've never been married before divorce.
No, we've never been divorced. We're married. That's what I'm saying.
What's your point? Even if somebody
even if it is, what's your point?
What's your point?
This is your first marriage.
What's your point?
You're telling me?
Yes. What's your point?
All of us have failed at something in life, and you guys are going to sit on here and tell me.
Hold on.
Yeah. I lost some championships in football before.
Real quick. Caller, one thing about us men, if we have a situation with a woman and it don't work out, that's not a failure. It just means that woman wasn't good enough to stick around.
Yep. Quick decision.
That's it.
It was a mistake.
Oh yeah, my shirt too, ma'am. See this shirt right here? Look at this. Intoxicating. This is perfect for you. Because what it is, if you was intoxicated with your man's masculinity, there wouldn't be no, I don't want to be married. Okay. If you're intoxicated with a man that you desire, you wouldn't say no too much. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. You are a woman that I can tell have a lot of qualities on the back end. You need to be taught on the front end. So what I'm telling you, and this is what I'm encouraging you. I'm encouraging you to use your 2 ears and 1 mouth. And I need you to understand that you need to speak when spoken to. Right now, you're disrespectful. You're cutting men off. You don't cut the man that's in your presence off like that. You should understand. Hold on. You should understand. You see how masculine I am, but I'm still kind of lightweight, gentle. See, if I first met you, I wouldn't deal with you because I'll be like, oh, you know what? She's too far gone and I'm too old to deal with this type of fixing. But if I was 22, I would bring you to the house, wear you out several times, and then I will get you intoxicated that way, and then you will start to follow me and listen more because I've satisfied most of your body except your mind. So I want you to understand.
It's all about sex.
No. See, and it's not all about sex. What I'm trying to tell you is women are emotional, men are instinctive a lot of times, right? So the thing is that my instinct is to pound you out and have you understand what you mean to me. So what I'm telling you is, this is what I'm telling you. I'm sure you've had a lot of men just pound you out. They ain't never called you again. And you're probably saying that man ain't S. But what I want to tell you is he probably believes that because he knows that you're unfixable at that moment. He doesn't want to deal with you. So what I'm telling you is this is how I'm gonna do to make sure that you want to marry this man, right? I want you to cook a nice dinner tonight, right? I want you to put on the color red because I love red, by the way. So you need to put that on for him. So then you put that on, you turn on the game tonight. And you say, after this game, I want you to play with me as just as hard as those players are playing on this game. Okay. And I want you to take me and tell me what to do. These guys told me that you supposed to tell me what to do. You supposed to control the environment. And see, ma'am, I wanna let you know is a woman of your stature, you're not used to listening this long to a man. So I know I got you. And I know that I'm in your mind right now because you understand that what I'm telling you is correct. You know it. And you're shaking your head, you're rolling your eyes, but you also playing with your pussy. And this is what I know. I can feel it over this phone. And I know that you want one of us on this panel. And if it's Mr. Darkskin up there, my boy Lucario, if it's Mr. Carmel Zag over here, if it's my boy Mr. Aggressive Miles, or if it's cake ass Steve up here in the corner. Hey, but if it's the Silverback, just let me know, okay? So I'm gonna give you an option. And then we're going to end this conversation because I want you to know is not only do we control our women in our life, but we control the show. So we will definitely remove you from the show in just a minute here. But if you want to hit us on the back end, Real Game No Theory, tell him to call in if you want him to be aggressive to you. So I want you men out here to understand what I'm doing for this woman right now. I'm giving her orgasm that she's never heard in her entire life before. Right at this moment, I would get in her presence. I will grab her hand and I will pull her next to me and I will tell her, submit. It's time to submit. This is you sound wild because you've never heard this vibration before. I'm moving your soul. I'm moving your soul.
It's been very entertaining and enlightening for me, but I appreciate you guys and I respect everybody's opinion.
Oh man, what a great show!
Come on.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate you calling in. That took a lot of courage. There's a lot of men that don't even call in, so that took a lot of courage, and I appreciate you calling in. But like I said, on the back end, if you want your life changed, and if you want them to hit the bottom with total control, Real Game No Theory.
Okay.
She got her.
Ma'am, you just had your cerebral cortex verbally fingered.
Right. She wore her the fuck down. That was crazy.
She's gonna play this back in the background while her man is hitting it.
Oh shit. Yo, 1950 went in on that, man. Facts.
Hey, that's respect, man. You know, we all got different vibes. I like to tame wild animals. Oh man, I love the man when they just try to be aggressive and they try to be all that. I love that, boy.
Yo, 475. Your phone battery came back, or what happened?
Yeah, I want to ask 3 simple questions.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, man.
I like cutting people off. Do you consider yourself Black or African American?
Okay, and what's the second question?
You never answered the first one.
Oh, wait. Let me answer the question, sir. Okay, I'm going to answer your question.
Yeah, I'm Islam.
I have no problem answering the question, sir. You know, okay, sir, I'm about to answer your question. Okay, sir, I'm about to answer your question.
Yo, caller. Let us answer.
that do you understand Jesse Jackson and that word that you were saying right now? You understand where that word came from? And why that word was used by Jesse Jackson when he was running for president?
Nah, fill out this energy because y'all operating different. Are you black or African American, sir?
Brother,
so wait, what? Okay, I'm gonna answer him. Okay, I consider myself black or African American. Now, what does that have to do with anything?
A whole lot because y'all
I'm
niggas
man.
Fail, so I now understand the way y'all talk.
Okay, what's the second question? What's the second question?
What's
the second question?
The second question is, do y'all have daughters?
No, it wouldn't matter if I had a daughter or not. I would teach her. If I had a daughter, I would teach her how to be submissive to a man and get on a man's program. I tell you that. Yep. I wouldn't teach her how to change a tire like most of these men do and tell them to be all masculine.
So with that said, I want to go off what y'all be saying. Y'all got your household in order, right?
I've been right? Since I was 18.
Right?
Yeah.
So what's after the household? What's after the household? The community, right? Or you don't give a fuck about?
Why do you think we doing this show?
All right, so what's the third question? What's the third question?
Yeah, we getting somewhere because y'all ain't doing shit for the community. The third question is, y'all got all the answers, Sway?
Hey man, I want to keep telling you to tell you, man. I don't know if you know what I do.
We got a lot of women calling.
Okay, we gotta go then.
We got a lot of women.
I thought we had some more broads to call in, man. I was like, it's 3 in a row. But all right, look.
Y'all dad, y'all cater to the dad audience. So thank you for answering the question. Don't do shit for the community. You consider yourself black, something fake, part of the caste system.
Man, didn't you just hear what I said, man?
What are you talking about,
bro? Hold on, real quick.
I told you
about this dude. You gotta do
find your identity first.
This motherfucker called about one thing, and now he on something else.
Y'all can't wake up. Y'all have no choice.
Okay.
He on
he's
power
smoking and shit, pimping.
Listen, bro. Let me say something real quick.
He hung up. Go ahead.
You know, let me say this to him real quick. He don't understand that we've been putting in work for decades. With the community. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we're teaching men about masculinity, about game, about themselves. But what happens is that dudes are so closed-minded and don't understand what the hell's going on that they're looking for buzzwords and all this other bullshit to mask them actually looking at themselves and figuring out what they have to do for themselves. So he's talking about community and all this other stuff. This right here is a community. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does he not understand that? This whole situation is a community. So we're on here for free for 2 hours, giving back to the community every week. So what is he talking about?
Let me just say this, and this is the emotionalism and the inconsistency that we're talking about. This dude called back four or five times talking about different shit all over the place. And he could never stick to the main reason why he called to begin with. And what it is, he and his feelings. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna get on there, I'm gonna call back, and I'm gonna ask him these questions so I can make him look fucked up. I'm gonna make him look like, you know, they ain't men. I'm gonna make him look like they ain't doing shit for nobody because he in his feelings. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, the funny thing about it, this nigga homeless and shit. You know what I'm saying? From place to place, talking about motherfuckers doing shit for the community. He getting kicked out of bitches' houses and shit because he wants to take his shoes off.
So I don't know how you go from getting kicked out your house and then you want to call back on the civil rights movement. It's crazy though. We talk about women on one side, then all of a sudden are you black men?
Right.
Like that's a whole nother discussion that I'm open to, but not on this show. Like you guys got to know as men too, man. We on here talking about building yourself up to be a better man, regardless of what it is, man. A race thing wasn't even brought up, but you're bringing it up. We got several audience in several different countries, and I know y'all know because we counsel. We coach a whole lot of men that's in other countries. So for him to come on here and talking about it's just ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
We got a 278. You are on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. What's up with you?
Good evening, gentlemen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I just have a question about what Mr. 1950 just did with that woman. Because in my eyes, from my perspective, it's completely mind-blowing. You see, I'm 23, and if I were to get in a conversation with a woman that's acting like that, I would immediately cut it off. But I'm just astonished by Mr. 1950's patience. Does that come with a lot of experience with women? Or
No, I just think that's my style. Like some men don't have patience, right? I mean, that's just, you may not be a person who with patience. I only encourage that with men who, want to go. See, I find that a lot of those women that are passionate and very much out of their woman zone, that they make great helpmates because they have so much energy. They're passionate, they're assertive. So my style is more of a woman with a little bite to her, because most of those women are the women that need to be around. I don't like docile. I don't like docile. I don't like women that are going to be, because I'm too strong. Like I don't want to step on her throat like that, right? Meaning mentally. So for me, that woman, I knew that hey, we can go toe to toe, and I knew I was going to tame her based upon her responses. When they start listening more and they stop blocking out, they're receiving your message. So then, as long as you keep it very aggressive, but assertive, and letting her know exactly what you would do to her and how you would do it, she wants that. She was receiving it. So for you, brother, like you may not want, like this guy's on this panel that may not be, that don't mean that I got more game or they have less game. It just means that their style is different. Everybody has their own style. That's it.
Let me say this to the caller. Femininity yields to masculinity. So when 50 was talking to her, she was yielding. You know what I'm saying? But another thing that guys got to understand, even if a woman was like her a little challenging, women respect masculine men who are assertive and dominant. Period. It's something biological about that. So she can verbally say, no, I ain't with that. But you can tell, when he was giving her the orgasms, she started to kind of chill and sit back in her chair and relax a little bit because she was yielding to him. So,
and also, I know I say this real quick. Also, you got to understand the reason why she even called in the first place and is even in the chat room and just gravitated to the show is because she's getting something that she's missing in her actual relationship.
Exactly.
Masculinity, because if she had that already, what 1950 was giving her, if she had that already, she wouldn't be so compelled to try to get it here. You understand what I'm saying? So she would have just checked it out, be like, oh yeah, I see what these guys are talking about, and kept it moving. You see what I'm saying? Because she would have recognized something similar in her man as recognizing, because earlier, remember, the guy called in earlier and said, oh, you guys seem similar or whatever. Y'all the same. No, we're not the same. It's just what you find similar or what you can take from it is that it's masculine energy. It's us actually being about what we're about. So she would have recognized that in her man already, but she didn't, which is why she's coming to the show.
And also, it's why she made the comment that she made. You know what I'm saying? Because I think what it really was, she wanted to see, damn, these motherfuckers, they seem like the truth. Let me throw this little comment up to see if I can rattle their cages a little bit. And she couldn't.
Exactly.
Okay. And when she realized, oh, these motherfuckers are the truth. They really are masculine, man. That's when she started to, like 50 said, get tamed. You know what I'm saying? And also, if her man was more masculine, she would have known what we was doing. It would have been identifiable to her. Like,
exactly.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying, right?
She never would have said what she said.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Call it.
Damn. Okay, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
You have any other questions?
It's like I have a lot to learn. Yeah, I just have one final comment, because while the way that you guys are breaking it down, I can see it from a standpoint of being able to read between the lines. So when she came onto the show, you weren't quick to dismiss her because you knew the reason why she came on the show.
She was broken before she dialed the number, bro.
Yeah. And you can tell, and if you listen, and I continue to, I think we stress this with men too. If you listen to someone and how they phrase and ask questions, it tells a lot about who they are and what they're going through or what they got going on. You can tell.
And that just come from experience, man, because a lot of shit we talk about, our mind wasn't the same way at 18, 19, 20. You know what I'm saying? That's just us being men and evolving and maturing and just growing. And of course, when you deal with enough women, you see patterns.
Right.
Like 50 was saying, he saw it before. He's seen it in women before, which why it wasn't new to him. That's why he was able to just off the top of the dome just come at her the way he did, because that's his wheelhouse. That's what he used to. He's used to seeing.
I love that. I love bite, boy.
You know, it's interesting when she said, "Have y'all had? Is this your first marriage?" And what I found interesting about that was I'm assuming, I don't know, but I'm assuming she was probably married before. Of course, and now she's with this new guy and she's trying to protect herself, which is why she's not actually trying to get married to him now, because he's a safe dude. You understand what I'm saying? She's not really desiring to be with him that way. One, because he's not that guy, but two, she's like, I was already married and I don't want to get divorced again. Because why would you even say first marriage as if it was something normal? Like, oh yeah, this is your first marriage. You should be on your third, fourth, fifth. Like, it's like, why are we even talking about it in that sense? You see what I'm saying?
Also, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
No, she used the word fail.
Right.
See that dudes. Look, when you know that women are going to come and go, you don't think about failure.
Exactly.
Our relationship was a failure. No, it's not a fucking. Women think like that.
That's facts. That's facts. Women definitely think about it like that.
All right, Cole, are you good?
Well, I want to say this really quick, too. Real quick. Hey, you can let him go, though, Miles.
We got another one, but go ahead.
Real quick, I just want to say this real quick, too. I temperature checked her, too. So when I threw out that there's a difference between a man like me and one who wears a onesie, right? I said that to see if she's going to get defensive about him, because most women that are really into their man, they will not allow that type of disrespect towards that man. And when she didn't bite back, then she knew in her heart what I was talking about. She agreed mentally and she just let it flow. And that's when you know you got him. Even you out in public, you talking to women and they got dudes, you temperature check her by being a little aggressive with your vocabulary, you could probably get a hold of her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts. 111, you are on live with the Real Game No 3 panel. What's good with you?
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, it's Nez from London.
Hey, Nez, what's going on, man? What's your question, man? You got a question?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I have a question specifically for Steve. So Steve, don't take this the wrong way.
I don't take anything you say.
You're a good man.
Nez, wait, hold on, Nez. I don't take anything you say because I don't give a fuck enough about you to take anything the wrong way. What's your question?
Yeah, so you said previously, or you say most of the time that it's all about game, and if you have enough game, that you could pretty much attract any woman you desire, and that you've been learning game since you were 9 years old or 8 years old or whatever. But if that's the case, if it's all about game, if attracting women is all about game, and you're like a scholar of game, as you say, how come you settled down with and got married to a woman that was a single mother, and how come that you say you get rejected by most single women that you approach and talk to?
Who says I get rejected by women? Hey, who says I get rejected? Who said I get rejected by women I talk to, number one? And who said the game was even about women?
You said it.
What?
I think you need to watch the documentary.
Yeah, I don't think Steve said
I need to watch. You need to watch the documentary, dog. Because the guy I always say, dog, the game has nothing to do with women, man. It has nothing to do with women, man.
And then he said that if your game about attracting women, it's never about attracting women.
Why am I trying to attract a fucking woman? I don't want to attract. You listen. I don't want to attraction or likes. But my question is, Nez, why do you care?
Just curious. That's all. I just wanted to.
But Nez, I'm trying to save you. Why you care about another man?
I want to know that too.
What is the answer? What is want to know about another man's life? What is that going to do for you, Nez?
No, it's not going to do anything. I'm just curious. I want to know.
But Nez, stop. Listen to me, Nez. You're asking about another man's life, Nez. You don't do that, Nez. That's gay.
Yeah, I don't. Let me just say this, because these brothers right here, if they never would have said their relationship status to me, I never would have asked them.
Never.
Because it don't fucking matter.
Don't matter.
But what is my life got to do with you?
That's what I'm saying.
Nez, tell me, what does my life got to do with you?
Something that I wondered. That's all.
But why are you thinking about me that way? That's worrying me. Why are you thinking about me that way?
Because you called up with very descriptive questions to ask, like it's been on your mind for a minute.
like he's taking a knee or something. Why are you thinking about me that way?
No, I'm not. I just saw some videos previously, and I read the comment section, and yeah, they were just.
So wait a minute. So you saw some videos and read some comments about dudes talking shit about Steve, and you're calling about some comments you saw. Is that what you're saying?
No, it was a video I saw years ago, but yeah, I just the comments, the content of the comments just kind of popped into my mind recently. So when I saw your
how old are you, Nez? How old are you, man? How old are you, Nez? How old are you, man? How old are you, man?
I'm 30.
Okay. Do you see why you need your daddy in your life, brother? Because Nez, I'm gonna tell you something, Nez, and this I'm serious. It's not I can't do it because I'm not gonna go to you can't do it. But Nez, if you ever talk that way around a real man out into the real streets, he will fuck you up. You do understand that, right? You do understand that. You got to be careful about the shit you say, and you got to stop worrying about other men. Because I'm not saying me. I'm saying you talk that goofy shit to a real one, he will fuck you up.
So, Nez, let me ask you this question. Have you ever seen when broke people talk about or complain about rich people buying 6 cars and a bunch of jets? You ever see that?
Yeah.
Right. Now, the reason why they're complaining, like, why you got to buy 6 cars? That's mad stupid. Why are you spending this money that way? They're talking because they're not rich and they don't know what it's like to be rich. And so they're broke people. So the same applies here. Guys and people who have no game don't know what it's like to have game. So when they comment, they're commenting from a perspective of not having game.
Yeah, and Nez, real quick, Nez, here's a rule of the game. The only person that I have to explain myself to was my mother and my father when I was under their roof. So please understand, Nez, or ask me, Nez, who are you in my life for me to have to explain myself to you, Nez? Can you tell me, please?
No, I'm not asking you to explain yourself.
You just asked. But Nez, you asked me a bunch of questions as if that you're so important in my life. I gotta explain myself to you. Are you serious?
No, I'm not asking you to explain yourself. I'm just wondering.
Well, you was asking them to tell you what, because the shit that you said, it was low key disrespectful the way you posed your question,
right?
And you wanted him to answer it, so you was asking him to explain himself to one degree or another.
So Nez, who the fuck are you? I mean, Nez, who are you that I gotta explain myself to you, Nez?
No, I'm not asking you to explain yourself. I just wanted to ask you a question. That was all.
Okay, Nez, do you have any questions about your own situation?
Right, that's all about to ask.
Exactly, man. Shit.
Not at the moment, no.
All right. Well, thanks for calling the show, man. Thanks for your support. We got some other calls. We're gonna get to them and holler at you later. You be safe, man.
Jesus Christ.
All right, 206, you're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. What's up with you? 206, 206, what up?
Yes. Yeah.
Yo, what are you doing? You just finished nothing? What happened?
Creating a platform.
Say again?
I was trying to say thank you for creating this platform. It really helps us brothers out, I've been watching your videos. I really support this program. I was just trying to ask you guys a question. After this divorce, it really hit me hard.
Why did it hit you hard, man?
What is this question?
I think he said he went through a divorce. Is that what he said?
Caller, it sounds like your phone is breaking up. Just ask your question real quick. Go ahead.
What advice would you give me as a young black man for the dating going back to dating?
Why can't y'all be a man? Listen, I understand you love your heritage or whatever, but why can't you just be a fucking man? What advice can you give me to be a man?
Right.
Well, I don't understand that. Why do y'all? Well, I'm asking you, Carter. Why you've already lost. Why are you saying that? Why are you asking that question like that? Because you're not the only race on this thing. We have a multitude of different races and ethnicities that listen to this show. So
I know a good website you can go to called realgamenotheory.com.
Let me ask the caller a question though, because he said something that I think is a teachable moment for some dudes. You said you was going through a divorce and you took it hard. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it hit me very hard. Yeah.
Why did it hit you hard?
I spend a lot of energy, money.
You chose to.
Call it. Here's the thing. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you miss her?
Yes.
Why?
I thought that, I loved her a lot.
Why?
What do you miss about her?
My heart.
What do you miss about her?
Just, the companionship, the children that she gave, that we had.
You still have your children. Either she's aware or not, you still have your children. So what value does she bring to your life in order for you to miss her?
Be honest, man.
Just love, as a companion, as a man, you want that female beside you.
Okay. Really? No, see, Colin, look. Think about the question we're asking you. Why do you miss her specifically? Her. I'm not talking about just a woman. Because you speak in general terms, we're talking about companionship. Why do you miss her specifically? What about her is so fucking special that you miss her?
Caller, you still there?
Yes.
Yeah, can you answer the question or not?
Yes.
This is why she left your ass, because you can't pay attention. This is exactly why men that are not look, you have to be 10 steps ahead of a woman, bro. She left you for someone who is like one of these men on this panel.
You.
And I'm telling you, bro, and this is what it is. You want to be loved instead of respected. And that's what happened in that relationship.
Yeah.
You just can, when men say companionship, you can still be cool with her.
Right.
But that don't mean that you need to be with this woman.
Right.
What value does she bring to your life? You mentioned two things you can do without her around. You can still be cool with her. Y'all can talk on the phone, hang out, whatever. And she's your kid's parent. Like okay, so what value does she bring in your life outside of those things?
How old is it? You know how old he is? 50?
Nah.
He sounds mid-30s.
I would say 28.
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 31.
31.
Okay. Are you currently fucking other women at this moment?
Hell no.
No, not right now.
Okay. Why did she leave
that
you?
one, 50.
Let me ask you, Carl, I'm gonna ask you 2 questions. And can you please answer them, bro? Number 1, why did she leave you? And how long ago did she leave you?
It was last year. We were talking for a while before that.
Why did she leave you? Why did she leave you?
You know, it was a lot of conflict going on.
Why?
We had a lot of fighting.
Okay, no, caller.
And arguments.
Okay, all right. A lot of people have arguments, but why did she divorce you?
Right. What was the reason? What was the last draw? What did she say? I'm divorcing you because what was the reason?
You know, it was a lot of things that was happening.
What did the lawyer say? What did the lawyer say? Yo, caller, what did the lawyer say? What was the reason for the divorce on the papers?
He said she doesn't want to be with you anymore. She wants to leave. She doesn't want to be with you. It was real quick. Yeah, she gave me a call. She said sign the paperwork. They sent me the paperwork. She wasn't with me at the time, so I signed the paperwork.
Okay. Caller. See, here's my issue with how you're feeling. Is any woman that ever wanted to leave me, I'm the easiest person to break up with. In fact, all my exes hated me because I didn't fight. I'm like, okay, you want to leave? All right, bye. I let them go.
Yeah.
I let them call it. You know why? Because there's so many other women. There's so many. It's okay to be disappointed because maybe you were married and you have kids, and maybe you thought you would be together forever and you would get match and burial plots next to each other. You know what I'm saying? You know, that type of shit.
I don't even get married next to nobody.
But that's how these niggas be thinking, though. They be thinking, this is my forever babe. And it's like, bro, it's not guaranteed. So to me, you need to have the mindset of, I will allow this woman the honor of being in my life so as long as it's working out for the both of us. The moment one or both of us no longer feels like this shit is not working out, it's got to end.
Exactly.
The reality of it is, you should have been the one who ended it.
Right.
So Colin, was she the last person you had sex with?
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
Is the last woman you had sex with?
No. I had sex after that.
Okay. How many other women you had sex with after that?
You said sorry?
How many other women you had sex with after you and your wife got divorced?
Probably 2. 2 was maximum.
Probably 2? Okay.
Probably.
Probably. Okay. So now, what I want to ask you is this, because see, you just told me y'all had arguments, fights, all this other stuff. Why do you miss her if all of that crazy shit was going down? Huh?
I think. Oh, he hung up. We got to go to the next call.
For all you dudes, women should be missing y'all, not the other way around.
Fact. Yo, 514. You're on with the Real Game No Theory panel. What's up?
Yo, y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. What's up?
All right, man. I just wanted to know y'all take on this current situation, right? All right, so check me out. So this is a chick I'm fucking with, right? And you know, I ain't even trying to be cocky.
What is your question, brother?
Yeah. Just ask us the question. Ask us the question, and then we'll get additional context.
All right. I just want y'all to like.
We don't need to know that. We already know your story. Just ask us a question. What is the question? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm answering. Yo, the question is, if your game is really strong, right? To where she can do shit for you, right? Like a bottom chick on the stable, right? Could she ever fuck another dude?
What? Oh my!
You can't be serious, bro.
You gonna make me want to drink. I don't drink, dog. I don't drink, man.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm confused. So you said if you fucking with a chick, you fucking with a chick, and it's just a random chick you fucking with, you're saying, can she fuck other dudes? That's what you're saying?
No, it's not a random chick. It's like a main chick, bro. It's not a. It's a
So this is your girlfriend.
No. It ain't my girlfriend, bro.
If she's your girlfriend, she's your main chick. That's not your main chick. If she's not your girlfriend, she's not your main chick. You understand?
It's not. You can call it an open relationship. You can call it.
So what?
Oh no, you're not in an open relationship. You're in an open relationship if this is your girlfriend, and then y'all are doing what y'all do. If this is a girl you just fucking and kicking it with, that's not your girlfriend. That's just a chick you fucking and kicking it with. So what I'm asking you is, you think it's your main chick because that's the chick you messing with the most, but that don't mean that's your main chick. Because she's not really necessarily your chick. It's just a chick that you fucking with at the time. You understand? There's a difference.
Yeah, we can say it like that. The reason why I'm saying this is because I don't have an emotional attachment to the chick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to know because I can make her do anything I want. I got massages.
Stop lying, man. You please stop.
Wait, let me ask you this. Why? Hold on. Why are you concerned with her fucking other guys?
Because he has an emotional attachment.
That's where it is, right there, Miles. Perfectly said.
Miles. Beautiful, Miles. Beautiful.
Wait, so you worried about her fucking other guys because you got emotional attachment?
Nah. I just want to know from a game standpoint, right?
You don't have any game.
We'll call her.
Your game
she is currently having sex with other men right now.
Yeah, you don't have any game, man.
Yeah, I don't concern myself with anybody that's not on my program. Does that answer your question?
I get that.
Yeah, so it doesn't need, if she's not on your program, why would you be concerned with her whereabouts? That's just like, I don't answer questions of where you at, what you doing. I don't do those.
Oh, bro, let me ask you this. How do you, okay, what's your I guess, like, what do you want to happen in this situation? That's what I say. What do you want to happen?
If what?
I'm saying, what do you want to happen in this situation with this girl? Like, what do you want to happen?
Ain't nothing, man. We just fucking, she can do what she wants.
Wait, dog. Why are you asking us a stupid fucking question?
No,
why are you asking us a question?
Caller, what's your question? You asking us if she fuck other chicks and now she could do whatever she want? What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, like, what do you want?
The question is, if the game is at a certain strength, right? Could she ever fuck another dude? Could she ever?
You ain't got no.
Yeah, bro. Okay, all right. I know what he's asking. I know what he's asking. I guess what he wants a girlfriend experience without having a girlfriend. So what he wants to know: can I still date and do a thing with multiple women and keep this chick here that I like the most out of all of them, and she not sleep with no other men, even though we're not in a relationship? And my thing is, it has nothing to do with your game. Okay? It's her choice and her choice alone to make.
Right.
Okay, it had nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
And so you worried about the wrong shit. Cause see, what guys like to do, like you said, now you got an emotional attachment to her, and now every time you have sex with her, you think about the shit you do. You think about the fact that she's doing it with other dudes, and you want it to stop. You know what I'm saying? You probably wake up in the middle of the night in cold sweats thinking about the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Call it. See, call it. You only think your game is tight, but no matter what you can persuade her to do for you, if you still worried about her fucking other dudes, your game is not tight.
Weak.
Right. Exactly.
Weak.
Exactly.
I'm not persuaded. See, the reason why is because a nigga like me, I put niggas on game to game.
Man, stop, man. How?
Okay, so I want to know.
Bro, you're worried about her fucking other dudes, so your game is not tight, bro.
Yeah, teach us what you tell those women. Yeah. So, what do you tell those women in order for them not to fuck other dudes?
Pardon me?
What teach us? I want you to teach us. What do you? Because you said you give other men game too, so that's good to hear. So, what are you telling these women in order for them not to fuck other dudes?
Okay, I'm let me put up my little book and shit.
Okay, let me get my pen and stuff.
It's not here. You gotta go get your little cute little book.
I'm ready right now. I'm ready.
Go get your diary out. Go get the diary, dear diary.
All right.
This is why y'all lose, man.
Let's get it, man. Yo, check me out. All right, but so pretty much, I mean, that's like a really strong question, but
what?
Really got to focus on, the behavior that you have. As a man, you need a certain behavior for it to, reciprocate to that masculine energy. If you want me to put it like that, right?
Dear diary.
Hey, so I'm going to say this, man, and I'm going to say this, and it's I don't want you to take offense to this, man. That was probably.
Say what?
And I don't want you to take offense to this. I don't want you to, but that was probably the weakest game in the history of real game and no theory call-ins. I mean, we've had some bad games, but every other sentence you said was, you know what I'm saying, and regurgitated other content creator opinion, bro. You're all over the place. There's no. Let me tell you something. If you can't speak it into existence, no one will follow you. So you're stuttering. You're all over the place. You don't really have any type of stable type of, like, to be honest with you, you said nothing in that whole little frame that you said. You said absolutely nothing.
You have yet to formulate a complete thought, bro. You like literally
or a sentence.
Or sentence for that matter. You're right.
Yeah.
How old is he? How old are you, caller?
I am 22 years old.
That is plain.
You know what? My bad, man.
It makes sense.
I apologize, man. Yeah.
Yo, go to Real Game No Theory and get with one of us, man, and and really start to put your game together. And that book you got, you could probably burn that.
Like, burn that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, peace to you, brother. Thanks for calling in the show. Thanks for supporting, man. We really appreciate you calling in. And keep hope alive and stay on the path.
Sushi. That was worse than Sushi's gym scenarios.
Hey, what?
Check me out. I bet. Check me out. Now I'm saying, I bet. Check me out. Now I'm saying, because I bet.
Come on, man.
He's like, I bet. You know what? First, you got to get on your purpose, right? And then after that, you got to wait for the choosing signals. And then you got to remember that you're for the streets. That's the game.
And you got to be that high value man too.
High value man too. On top of that,
your diary, her Pergamon's nature. Hey, so are we good on the calls, Miles?
Yeah, we good on the calls. We good, man.
All right, yeah, man. This is, man, y'all. We hit the Titanic, man. With that,
Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Mr. 1950. Superhero mode. My man was taming the beast.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, I took one for the team. We could have circled around. I'm sure every single one of us would have walked her around that pole and tamed that wild animal.
Thanks, man.
I appreciate it. Hey, straight up, I'm gonna start off, man, because I know we're about to get up out of here, man. I don't know. I know this is waffle day for my boy Lucario, man. So let me waffle morning. He get waffle every Sunday. I'm seeing Abro in there, boy. Hey, it's waffle time, right? So hey, that's what you men created right there. You see those wild animals? They're just wild. They should be real, like submissive, eating. Walking slow. Look, they're just wild. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want that. You don't want that. But anyways, I'm Mr. 1950. I'm the last traditional man on the planet. And most definitely, man, I want to thank you guys too, man. Like I said, I learned something from you gentlemen every single show, man. And I watch your shows every single time you guys put on your events. I call them events, really, because that's what it is. It's something I think a lot of you men out there, if you really want to learn the game, if you at least want to get surface level game, because we're not really going in detail to a lot. On the back end, we do Real Game No Theory. Mr. 1950, if you want to reach out. Also, too, men, I'm definitely going to be doing more shows. Like I said, I've not been too well. I come on these shows and I rock, but I'm getting back my strength and I'm gonna start coming back. But I want to let you men know that I'm coming for throats, man. I'm gonna be reviewing a lot of men that are so-called masters of their game, and I'm gonna be reviewing their shows because I'm not here to talk about you, but I'm here to challenge your theory. That's all it is. So it's 1950, and I'm out.
All right. Yo, it's your boy Miles Cunningham. You know what it is. Get on that bad boy membership, and always remember Mac Lives Matter. All right. Go get the t-shirts at Teespring. You feel me? It's always a blessing, always a great opportunity. You know, I enjoy being here. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that called in. Really appreciate you. Thanks for supporting the show. And you know, let's stay safe until next time. All right, peace to you, fellas. Appreciate it.
I'll jump in real quick, gentlemen out there. Shout out to everybody in the chat room, especially all my dogs on the panel. But y'all, just guys, I talked about this on a few episodes ago. You got to understand that when you cross over and you're on this side of the street, you're not going to understand why we do what we do until you are on the other side of the street. And the only way you're going to get on the other side of the street is you got to push away your feelings, your emotions, and really dedicate yourself. Y'all are not dedicating yourselves enough to this thing. Y'all are sitting around after this show is over. The majority, you're going to find another YouTuber to tell you something totally different from what we're teaching you right now. It's going to fuck you up. So for those that want to really get it, I have my hats off to you. But look, man, it's not every day you get to talk to real motherfuckers, man. Y'all got to grab these situations when they happen, man. Y'all got it, fella.
Well, let me say this real quick, and I'm gonna pass it to you, El. I really want guys that's listening right now and that's gonna watch the upload. If dudes on YouTube are talking about dating, relationships, or anything that got to do with women, and they're not talking about manhood, they're not talking about you having personal accountability for your life decisions and choices, and how your choices can actually impact your life in a negative way because you ain't a man. If they ain't talking about that, you listen to the wrong motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Period. I assure you of that. But hey, K-Zack and 20, real game, no theory. Come fuck with one of us, man.
Yes, sir. And yeah, guys, man, shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to all the moderators in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the panel, man. We appreciate all y'all. And yeah, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com, go to manmindset.com, go to manhuntersskillset.com. Make sure you guys hit up my dude 1950. And yeah, man, that's it. We out of here.
All right, guys.